They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lea County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!"
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lea County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Testing, ladies and gentlemen. Test, test, test. My own volume sounds loud. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Get ready to go live here in Jowl. Testing mics.
1, 2, 3. Testing mics. Rosendo Caballero here on this mic.
All right, you got Charlie here testing. Mine's a little hot.
Yours is hot. It's probably your volume.
Your hot.
Test, 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 test.
Up a little bit.
Little bit.
Yep,
Test, test, test. All right.
That's 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
All right, I'm going to listen to the sound here on the broadcast. I'll be right back on the line. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Jump the gun.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto, a friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lea County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the jungle. The jungle here is the Panther Pit in Jow, New Mexico, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero.
How you doing, Mr. Jones? It's crazy over here right now, huh?
It's
loud.
noisy, it's noisy. And we've got Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb. We've got him on the camera. He don't have his headset on.
He does not.
He's snoozing over there. But anyway, we're live here in Jow, New Mexico, where we have a great night of basketball matchup set for your entertainment. These games today have huge implications for possible state tournament seeding. On the boys' side, the winner of this district will most likely find themselves in the top 6 seeding in the state tournament, maybe even top 5. The team that finishes second could find themselves on the road in northern New Mexico in the first round, a place that historically is not a fun place to play. Fun for entertainment purposes, not fun for the competition. On the girls' side, this Lady Cardinal team has been ranked as high as number 4 in the state. They're currently walking the plank, as I would say, for the season. A loss here today would likely put them on the outside looking in, something this Jow team would love to see happen here today. These two teams have met twice already this season. The first meeting happened in the Jow Panther Invitational right here in Jow. In that matchup, there was a lot of excitement entering the game, a little bit of smack talk and whatnot. The game was loud. It was a great atmosphere. The game was rough, tough, very physical. In the first quarter, it was basically a pick'em game. Both teams exchanged leads. The Ladies Cardinals ended up with a 1-2 point lead after quarter number 1. The second quarter, though, saw a major shift as the Lady Cardinals grabbed control in that quarter on an 11-0 run to end the first half. It appeared the Lady Cards were going to cruise to victory. However, the Lady Panthers came back in the second half, outscoring Eunice in the third quarter and eventually closing the game into single digits before the Lady Cardinals went on to win 42-29. In that game, Alina Rodriguez led all scorers with 14 points. She had 2 3-pointers. She also grabbed 7 rebounds. Chloe Jones was next in line as she had 10 points and 7 assists. Jasmine Martinez kind of burst onto the scene in that game as she had 17 rebounds in that game. For Jal, Haley Edwards had 11 points and Jalissa Hernandez had 10, including a pair of deep threes for the Panthers. In the second matchup, Jal traveled to Eunice to open up district play. Jal's leading scorer and team leader, Hallie Edwards, had been injured just days prior to that game and was unable to play. Without Edwards, Eunice jumped out into the full court pressure, wounding the Panthers before cruising to victory by 35 points, 77-42. Jal's game plan seemed to be to deny Eunice sharpshooter the ball. Alina Rodriguez, they kept pressure on Jones and Rodriguez and really opened up gaps. However, a young scorer emerged that night in the form of Alondra Maureen. Maureen got hot, and I mean real hot, like smoking hot. Like the deserts of Eunice and Jal in August. That kind of hot out on the asphalt when you walk out there in your bare feet and run back over to the grass real quick. Maureen went for 26 points in that ball game, a career high. She was knocking down buckets from the inside, the outside, runners, free throws, layups, three-pointers, you name it. She did a little bit of everything that night. We were all sitting there with our mouth open and eyes big going, wow, look at this. What a night for that young lady. The Lady Cards seem to be firing on all cylinders after that matchup. They had won 4 straight games before facing the top 1A school in New Mexico, or some of the top 1A schools in New Mexico, as they faced Fort Sumner in a non-district game a little over a week ago. In that non-district game, Eunice was sitting at number 14 entering the night. They got tore up is all I can say. They ended up losing to Fort Sumner. They were sitting in a top 14 seed going into the state tournament, but they lost to Fort Sumner. A couple nights later, they traveled to Tatum for a huge district matchup. They lost that game. The rankings came out right after that. It dropped them to number 15, so they went 14-15 after 2 losses that week. Eunice tried to get things going again. They had a win over Hagerman. However, another non-district game against the number 1 ranked team in the state in Melrose dropped them another spot this week. And now the Lady Cardinals are sitting at that number 16 spot, teeter-tottering on the opportunity to play postseason basketball or not. For those who may or may not understand the criteria used to determine the 16 teams who get into the state tournament, there are a few things of importance to discuss. First, the team who wins the overall district regular season gets an automatic spot in the tournament. For our district, that will be Tatum, as they've only got 1 game left the rest of the week, and they've got no losses in district. So we've got 2, and we're in second. So they're going to be your regular season district champs. The second way into the tournament is by the district tournament champion. This season, it's my understanding that we're going back to district tournaments that we had prior to COVID. So the winner of the tournament automatically gets in to the state tournament. That means you could have 2 separate teams from every district or any district getting into the state tournament, which could knock somebody that was in that 14, 15, 16 spot out of an opportunity to play in state. Yes, and that's where we're sitting right now as number 16. So after all the district tournaments and whatnot have come to an end, the selection committee will meet and go over the top 16 teams in the state. using a set of criteria developed by the NMAA. Those criteria are, number 1, overall record. Number 2, wins against district season or regular season district champs. Number 3, finish in regular season district play. Number 4, head-to-head. Number 5, the coach's input form. And number 6, the Max Preps ranking. Currently, the Lady Cards are sitting at number 16 in Max Preps. This is where it gets interesting, though. As they said, they've got a better overall record than every team ranked below us right now. That means we would have a good shot to get in based off criteria number 1 if we can win our remaining games. However, something important to note, Tularosa is only a half game behind us as far as win-loss percentage, and they beat us earlier in the season. Once again, important to note, if we did not have those 2 losses in the last week to Fort Sumner and Melrose, we would be a full game ahead of them, sitting at that spot that we're at. So those games, I know some of you don't understand when I say we don't want to play good teams. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in district play, my opinion, for a team like us, teeter-tottering on getting in or not getting in, I don't think it was good scheduling. Criteria number 2 is wins against district champs. I was looking at that stuff today. Eunice has wins over Ruidoso. That's currently 1 game out of first place in their district with a couple games to go. Eunice also have wins over Dora, and Dora right now is sitting in first place in their district. So they've got a strong chance to win their district. And so anyway, should be interesting there. The other teams ranked around us do not have many wins against district champs, so I think that criteria gives us a good shot to get in. Criteria number 3, finish in regular season district play. We're currently sitting at number 2. If we win out this week, we would finish 2nd in regular season district play. The teams within 2 spots, either in front or behind us in the current Max Preps ranking, one of them is number 3, a couple of them are number 4, so we would win that criteria, which gives us a chance to get in again. Criteria number 4 is the head-to-head. 1 spot behind us is Tularosa. They've got a head-to-head win over us. Nobody else right there around us. We haven't played any of them. Criteria number 5, the coach's input form. I will tell you, most years that usually goes pretty close to what the Max Preps rankings are. However, there are some coaches that play games with this stuff and will vote themselves the number 1 team in the state just to get those points.
Makes sense.
And vote teams that are close to them completely outside the top 20 just so they get those points. So you never know. That's the one criteria that's somewhat gray. And of course, criteria number 6, we're sitting at number 16 in the Max Preps rankings right now. Once again, 2 losses to the non-district opponents last week, dropped us 2 spots. So that's the rundown as to where we're sitting. I hope those who follow the criteria understand why scheduling is so important. If you're a top 2 or 3, maybe even top 5 team in the state, really want to challenge yourselves before entering the state tournament, then yeah, schedule the best teams the last couple weeks. However, in my opinion, if you're trying to get into the tournament and get a decent seed going in, you don't schedule the toughest teams in New Mexico the last 2 weeks of regular season play. Just my opinion. Those 2 losses have knocked this team clearly from being in to now we're on the teeter-totter verge. So who knows? Now we're on the fence. We just need all the chips to fall in our favor to get into the tournament. So for today, the Lady Cards are on the ropes against Jow. In my opinion, it's a must-win game. A loss here probably knocks them out of any chance other than winning the district tournament. That's where we're at. Rosendo, your thoughts?
Like you said, man, we got to win tonight's game. We got to come in here, take care of the ball, rebound, and score. Simple as that. Simple basketball. Go out there and perform the best way that Eunice Cardinals know how. I mean, we've seen them shine. When they played in Eunice, they played great. But once again, we're in Jow, and you know we're in a hostile territory. I mean that in the sports point of view. So we'll see how it works out tonight. And hopefully we come out with the victory.
We got a lot of fans here today.
We do. We outnumber them right now, but It all depends how those young ladies play on the court, and hopefully we get a win.
Once again, these two teams, Jal and Eunice, have met multiple times, and of course, the two teams played some big-time battles in football this year, last year. So the old rivalry, as these two teams have ended up in the same district again, has gotten a little heated here lately. It's got a little more exciting. I like it.
It makes good for good sports, good football, good basketball, good track, good volleyball. But once again, man, we have to go out there and perform like we know how.
Yeah,
and in the non-district games in between, I'm baffled on that.
I get the ideology behind it. There are some folks out there that say, well, shoot, man, you got to play the best if you want to be the best, all that good stuff. I understand it. I go back to football because Eunice understands football.
Right.
Okay. You would not schedule Lovington on Wednesday
right
when you have Friday
game.
night jowl in a district game. You just wouldn't do it. It's completely unheard of. It's not unheard of in basketball to schedule a non-district game in the middle of district.
Correct.
I don't want to lead people down that path because that's not. It's just, to me, those two games. I mean, you can look at the polls or the standings. They dropped us 2 spots, and those are games that the Melrose team, they're killing everybody.
And we're lucky we just dropped 2 spots.
Yeah, absolutely.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. So, without those 2 losses, we're a full game and a half ahead of Tularosa, which they're 16, or they're 17, we're 16. Our win percentage would be a little higher. Without those 2 losses, we're probably still sitting at 13-14 for sure.
For sure.
And so, it's just. Like I said, I hear people say, well, to win it all, you got to beat the best anyway. Okay, well, I'm not opposed to that ideology. All I'm saying is if you're trying to get in the state tournament, probably not the best thing to do as far as scheduling.
It's no different scheduling on that, moving around, stuff around.
On the boys' side, and I'll talk about that when we get to the boys' game, not near as much of a, I still don't think it's a great idea. Some people do. Probably not near as big an impact on them.
Because they're performing very well this year.
Yeah.
So they're in good shape.
And they're setting up in that top 7-8 position.
Correct.
So they're trying to get a home game.
I'm going to move down here that we can make better eye contact. It feels weird because you can't see the game. And Charlie's a little closer. I know it's Valentine's Day, but come on, Charlie, give me some space.
You want a hug or what? Is that what you're telling me?
So they're introducing both teams. Let me run down the list here.
No, you're good.
I'll give you
For
about
Eunice,
2.
number 20, Alina Rodriguez. Number 11, Chloe Jones. Number 2, Alondra Maureen. Number 10, McKenna McBee. Number 3, Didi Zamora. Number 23, Jasmine Martinez. Number 42, Samantha Allen. Number 50, Michelle Ostos. And number 30, Aubrey Howler. For Jal, number 1, Maureen Nieto. Number 2, Julissa Hernandez. Number 3, Camila Baeza. Number 4, Charisma Rodriguez. Number 5, Priscilla Montoya. Number 12, Natalie Nunez. Number 13, Jonna Butts. Number 15, Itzel Ramirez. Number 23, Liliana Saceda. Number 24, Alexa Talavera. And 32, Yamalith Lujan. With that said, they're introducing teams, getting ready to get started here. And so, any thoughts?
No, sir. Our ladies have to be prepared to play tonight, have a tough game, and keep stressing, take care of the ball on both sides of it, on the offensive side and the defensive side.
I think my understanding is they've got a little ceremony thing they're going to do to start this game, and what I mean by that is Jal's leading scorer for them all year long was this young lady right here that's wearing number 1. And anyway, my understanding is that she's injured, not going to get to play the rest of the season, so they're going to do something for her to allow her to play.
She's a senior?
Yes, and then they'll go on with the game. Now, I will say this. I got onto Max Preps maybe 2 hours ago to print out these rosters, and I noticed they had multiple numbers changes and additions, and so I went in and made those adjustments, and I will tell you, like Miss Hallie Edwards, she's wearing number 1. She was not in Max Preps wearing number 1 anymore. When I checked that out. So I assigned the new person that was in there to her.
The 8th grader, huh?
Yeah, and I can see number 1 walking out there. So just, you guys might have to bear with me if their numbers are all messed up because I changed them based off what Max Preps had them updated today.
You'll get them right as long as you announce them right. I guess that's what matters, right?
Yeah, maybe.
if they're listening to us. I guess we're not going to do the Pledge of Allegiance in any way, shape, or form. So we'll
Don't look like it.
Yeah, I don't. It didn't look like national anthem pledge
You
or
want-
anything.
Would you like to say it?
Pledge?
quick?
No. It's about to tip off there, Charlie. Don't put me on the
Okay,
spot.
all right,
So
okay.
here we go, getting ready to get going. And there is that. They're going to tip it over.
For her last dribble.
Yeah, I think they were going to let her dribble just to get it started. And they are counting to 10. They're going to give them a 10-second count. And then it'll be Eunice Ball to start this ball game. Like I said, Miss Edwards, the leading scorer on this team for most of the season, suffered a season-ending injury. I believe it was a knee. I'm not 100% certain. But so they set this up to where they would allow her an opportunity to take the court with their team one last time as she's a senior. And so they did that. They gave them the 10-second count.
And she's a very good basketball player.
Oh, man, yeah.
She's a well-rounded player
Yeah.
in all the sports
Yeah.
she plays. And I got to see her play against my oldest daughter.
Yep.
And she was a baller.
Oh, yeah, and she's a battler. She's got the heart of a freaking
Lion.
I was going to say a panther, but I won't go that far. but a lion.
Let's don't get crazy.
Yeah. One thing I do want to point out, though, is we did the jump ball, and then they counted to 10. Okay? And I don't want to throw any shade
That should
on
be Eunice
anybody.
Ball, right?
But it should be 10 seconds off the clock, not 16. So I got to question the referees counting already. They did a 10-second count, and they counted to 16.
The listeners, just to let you know, he calls a spade, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it goes both ways all the way around the world.
We
with
call
this
a
man.
cardinal a cardinal.
Yes,
So
sir.
here we go. Eunice with the ball. Maureen going to attack through the middle. She throws up a floater off the glass. It won't go. Jow with the rebound, and here they come the other way. That was Natalie Nunez with the ball. She's going to pitch it over up top to Hernandez. Back to Nunez. She's going to skip it cross courts, and it ends up back in her hands. That's Nunez again, and they skip it out to Jalissa. Jalissa takes a three. It won't go. The rebound by Jasmine Martinez. She kicks it over to Alina Rodriguez, and here we go. They drop it down low to Jazz. Jazz fakes around, kicks it over to McBee. McBee throws up a floater off the glass. It won't go, and here comes Jow back the other way. That's the second rebound already for Nunez. I think we mentioned in the previous two games she spent a lot of time in foul trouble, and it really hurt the Panthers. And so if she can stay on the floor, it would be huge for Jow.
And we really don't want that tonight.
Alina Rodriguez with the rebound, kicks a nice pass down low to Jasmine Martinez, and Jasmine misses the gimme. And quickly back the other way.
Good block.
Is Jow. Big block there on the shot by, what's that number? I can't see the number.
I can't see
Now
with the
they're hiding it
ponytails,
again.
yes.
Yep. So they're hollering Panther on the inbounds play. I think that's 0, but I don't have a 0.
Yeah, it is a 0.
Yeah, see, I don't even have a 0. Like I said, I looked at the numbers today, updated in Max Preps, and I can tell you right now, just from looking out there, the numbers aren't right. So my apologies to my Jow folks. I'm going to butcher all your kids' names because your Max Preps update, whoever did it last, entered different numbers and wrong names, but maybe they were trying to fool us.
I guess so, trying to get us all confused, huh?
So Jow with the ball. They've got it over in the corner. That's Nunez. We know who she is. She comes up over the top. They skip it right back to her. She's going to pull from the elbow, shoots a mid-range. It won't go. Kenna McBee grabs a rebound, and she's going to get fouled. And that's
Go ahead.
go ahead.
It usually looks like they're playing a 2-3 zone over here.
They did in the last game, and to me, just being a watcher, I think they've done a better job in the 2-3.
Oh, 2-3, okay.
We're terrible at man-to-man.
Okay.
Jones runs through the middle, throws up a floater. It won't go, but she gets to the line, and she's going to get to shoot 2.
That's on number 2.
Did they call it on 2? That's her second, and that's huge for the Lady Cardinals because Jalissa Hernandez has been their big scorer the last several games.
And that's 2 quick fouls for her.
Yep. So coach over here talking to her a little bit as Jones heads to the free throw line. Her first free throw rattles around and don't go. Jones has not felt well the last week to 10 days or so, taking lots of medicines and whatnot. So
I feel her pain.
She heads back to the line for the next one. Her next one rattles off the rim, and it won't go. That's
But Eunice
2
comes out with the
missed free
rebound.
throws.
Alina did.
Alina Rodriguez with the rebound. She's
Nice
going to
move.
attack through the middle. She throws up a shot, won't go. The rebound comes into the hands of Jow,
She was
and
expecting
they're
the
trying
contact.
to push.
I think we need to get the cellophane off of them baskets.
Something. Because JV was struggling on both sides of the court as well as score.
That ball gets deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Jal's ball to be thrown in on the baseline. Jalissa Hernandez, who we mentioned, has already got 2 fouls. She's going to be throwing it in. She drops it in. It gets in, and then it gets rattled around. They're battling for it. Alina Rodriguez takes it away. And here she comes back the other way. They get it ahead to Maureen. Maureen pulls for 2. Alondra Maureen off the Alina Rodriguez assist.
Broke the
Sweet spot, huh? Sweet spot for her up
Coach
there.
Frazier was trying to get them into the full court pressure, and only one of them was up there. So here goes Eunice to set up their defense against Jal. Jal going to try to dribble through the middle. Alondra Maureen tries to take it away. And it's going to be a jump ball. The coach screaming that's not the play.
Remember a couple of weeks ago you were saying every time they score, they should jump in the press?
Yes.
And I think that's what coach wants them to do.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So Eunice leads 2-0 here. They got a sub coming out, and like I said, that's 0. And in my latest
You do not have a 0.
thing, I don't have one. At half, I'll check the app and see if maybe they updated something during the day. Jones pitches over to Maureen. Maureen comes off the screen, dribbles through the middle, drops it down to Jasmine. Jasmine back to McBee. McBee's mid-range, shoots it in there for 2. Kenna McBee with a beautiful shot off the Jasmine Martinez assist.
And now we are in a full court press here.
Yep. They skip it cross court, and now they come right back to Hernandez on the left side. She drops it down to who I have as Rodriguez, and then the ball gets knocked out of bounds.
There was 3 Eunice Cardinals players right in that passing zone. Good job of getting back and covering up that defense.
So Nunez going to throw it in this time. Natalie Nunez for Jal. She's going to throw it in on the baseline. She's looking around, trying to find somebody as everybody's trying to get open. They drop it into the middle, and then Maureen comes over and hacks her. So that'll be the first foul on Alondra Maureen.
That's a good job by the Lady Cardinals right there. It's 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. That's an outstanding job, I would say.
not getting in foul trouble in the first part of the.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you've been long-time listeners, you understand what I'm saying.
So that first free throw is up and
then
no
that one,
good.
the ball don't lie.
The ball didn't lie. I thought it was a clean block.
Was it a foul or was it a foul?
I don't know. That ball's confused right now.
So they'll get a shot here at another one. And here's the next one. It is up and it's no good. Jones going to come away with the rebound.
All the way, push it.
She skips it cross court to Maureen. Maureen pump fakes, throws up a shot. It won't go. Yeah, she grabs her own rebound. Going to dribble through, drops it over to McBee. McBee's deflected ball ends up in the hands of Jones. Jones throws up a floater, and it's good for 2. 4:19 remain here on the clock in the first quarter, and Jal throws that one away, and it's going to be Eunice ball again after they couldn't handle the pressure.
The score is 6-0. Eunice lead here. We need a ref where we get the ball in, right?
Yeah, Coach Frazier was going to hand it in.
I guess they're going to let
and so
he was kind of sarcastic
just trying
about
to help him out a little bit.
Like, is anyone going to come?
So Jones now with it. She's going to dribble over the Panther. Looks down the floor. Skips it over to Maureen. Maureen comes off the handoff. She's going to attack through the middle. Throws up a shot. It won't go. It comes down in the hands of Jasmine Martinez. And Jasmine Martinez with a rebound and the putback. And Eunice is back in the pressure. They skip the ball down the floor. We don't have anybody up.
Somebody was not in position.
There was a push.
Travel.
Travel.
Yeah.
On our press, somebody was not in their position. Like they should have been had 2 players in the back.
Yeah. That way when they made that long pass, they could step up to it there. So here we go. Jones going to dribble the ball up the floor.
So afraid they'll plug something.
Yes,
when they walk
me
by.
too. She's going to pitch it over to McBee. McBee comes off hard off the pick. They give it to Maureen. Maureen going to shoot for 3. It's going to roll around and go in. Alondra Maureen picking up where she left off the last time off the Kenna McBee assist. There's a long pass up the floor. They skip it cross court. And Jal now going to slow it up and reset the offense with Julissa up top. She swings it over to Nunez on the left wing. She's going to attack through the middle. A shot is up. It's no good. Jasmine Martinez going to grab the rebound. And here comes Jones pushing it quickly. She's going to attack through, kicks it over to Maureen, who's going to shoot for 3. It won't go, but Jasmine was in there battling, had a rebound, and then bounces it out and out of bounds.
Slips hand, and they take the hot hand off the court right now. Well, the Eunice Cardinals, number 42 comes in.
All right, so here we go. Going to throw it in. Sam Allen in. Jones throws up a shot off the steal, and it's good for 2. Jones with 2 more points. So they throw it in. Jasmine kicks that one away. It's going to go out of bounds, and now Jal's going to have to reset.
We soccered that one.
Yeah. So Nunez is going to throw it in for the Panthers way down here in the corner. Eunice, not sure they even knew that they got the ball in. And so here they come up the floor. Oh,
yeah,
they should have jumped her right there. They didn't. They batted away. Jones on the run out. Jones is going to run down the floor, and she lays it in for 2 more. Jones for 2. And so now Nunez to throw it in again. Nunez trying to direct traffic.
Scores 14-0. Eunice leads here in the first quarter.
They throw it long. Jones is going to steal. And she skips it ahead to Maureen, to McBee, and McBee's going to lay it in for 2 off a Jones assist. And Jal wants to talk about it. It's 16-0, and they'll take a timeout.
They got a lot to talk about.
By God, they do. Shout out to our sponsors real quick. Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, and Redbird Gas are proud sponsors of tonight's district game, Eunice versus Jal in Jal, New Mexico.
You know, the first 2 matchups that Eunice and Jal played, I know the very first game, Eunice jumped out to like an 8-0 lead, and then Jal came storming back. In the last matchup, Eunice jumped out big in the first quarter. In fact, they even led big at the first half, but in the third quarter, Jal comes storming back. So we definitely don't want to let up. You don't want to take the press off, as you mentioned in one game.
Keep your foot on the gas.
I ain't saying nothing.
You got to keep the foot on the gas until you get comfortable. And it ain't good to get comfortable early.
Especially here in Jal.
Yep. So Jal comes back down the floor. They throw up a shot. It won't go. McBee with the rebound. Eunice looking to push. They give it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Jones. Jones going to attack through the middle. She throws up a floater. It won't go. It gets deflected back into the hands of Alina, who rebounds and then dribbles out to shoot a 3. Her 3 won't go. Jal with the rebound, but Jasmine stole it away.
Man, she wanted
and
that
then
one
it's
back.
going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Eunice ball.
She did not recognize where she was at, or she was working on her rebound stats.
That's one of them you want it back as soon as you throw it.
Good. How are you?
They keep bumping me back out there. I was a little scared. Like, what's going on?
All right, so they throw it in. Jones with it up near the top of the key. She's going to hand it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the step back. It won't go. Rebound by Jasmine. Jasmine has it grabbed up, and now we're going to have a jump ball. Jasmine grabs her 5th rebound of this ball game. She's already got 5 rebounds, and we're early in the first quarter.
And she's going to the free throw line. Oh, no.
No.
She's for pressing.
Yeah, they're setting their pressure up.
It's a jump ball, so it's going to be Jal's ball here, huh?
Yep, so Jal to throw it in. They throw it in over here to our side. Eunice trying to rotate into the passing zones. They try to skip it back. Jones stepped up in the passing lane. Then Jal gets through it, throws up a runner, and they're going to get their first bucket of the game. That's number 23. I've got Liliana Saceda. So Jones to bring it back the other way. 1:14 on the clock here in quarter number 1. Jones hands off to Maureen. Maureen comes off the pick, steps through the middle, and they're going to call her for the jump stop travel as she jump stopped to 2 feet. Alternate like bang bang instead of
just boom.
Instead of bang, if that makes any
bang,
sense.
Yeah.
For those bang bangers at home, the bang bang and the bang. She did the
one
bang bang, and we needed just bang.
Just one bang.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of banging he talking about there, boss?
So 1:04 on the clock, 2-16 is the score. Jal going to bring it across the timeline. They throw it over to Nunez. Nunez going to swing it cross court to Saceda. Saceda back to Nunez. Over to Hernandez.
Good job, jump ball.
And then Rodriguez reaches in and ties him up.
Beautiful job of jumping on the ball, not fouling, and grabbing the ball, making it Eunice's ball in that turnover.
That's going to make it Eunice ball after the jump ball.
Scored a 16-2 here at the end of coming up to the end of the first quarter. 50 seconds or less up there?
Yes, sir. 50 seconds to go. Yeah, all the rails and stuff in the way. So Jones going to walk it across the Panther. She stepped in the Panther eye. And here she comes on across the middle. She flips it over to Maureen. Maureen going to dribble, drive, attack, kicks it back to Jones.
Nice
Jones
shot.
throws up a shot. It won't go. Battle for the rebound comes down in the hands of 2-4. I've got that as Talavera. They get it up top, a long shot by Butts. Her shot is no good. Jones had the rebound, then she dives back on it and kicks it ahead to Rodriguez. A shot is up for Maureen, and it is good.
Catch and shoot, man.
Alondra
Catch
Maureen
and
off
shoot.
the Alina assist.
That's that catch and release, right?
I'm telling you.
Into the basket.
18
don't
to
like
2.
Jal.
Yeah, for those of you watching at home, Alondra Maureen has never had the kind of game she's been having against Jal. She's already got 5, 6, 7 points here in the first quarter. It's 18 to 2 at the end of one. Shout out from our sponsors.
Yes, sir. Park Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Record and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Hardwood Lumber are proud sponsors of today's game.
What'd you call them? Hardnell lumber?
Hardwood lumber. It should
Cardinals
be
and
Cardinal
Cardinals.
Hardware and Lumber.
You put the Cardinals, the hardware, and the lumber all into one
By
word.
golly, that's how good we
Hardler
are. That's how fast we are, baby.
You're doing shorthand up there.
That's right.
We got a new sponsor tonight.
So you know me, I call a spade a spade. I call it like I see it. That was a pretty dang good quarter from the Lady Cardinals. Let's see if we can keep it going.
Don't let your foot off the gas.
No. And it was good all the way around. That's how I'm going to say nothing. All the way around. If you understand basketball, you know what I'm referring to there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure. So the second quarter got 8 minutes on the clock. Both teams head out of the timeout. Looks like we got Jones out, made some substitutions here to start the second quarter. Eunice still in the 2-3 zone. Ball's up top with Salceda. She throws it straight out of bounds.
I think she's throwing it to Gary.
Yep.
Well, he's got a white shirt on.
that he does, huh?
So it's going to be Eunice basketball. Rodriguez throws it into Maureen. I think Maureen took an extra step right there, but it's all right.
She's on fire.
And McBee steps through at the free throw line. She throws up a shot. It won't go. Jal with the rebound.
But
that's
they throw it away.
Nunez. Oh, wow. Nunez has already got 3 rebounds, but that's a turnover right after that rebound.
She tried to put it right on the floor, and she hit her foot and went right out of bounds.
So Rodriguez to throw it in over in the corner. Maureen scoots way back. They throw it into her up near the Panther. She's going to dribble over toward this right side. She's looking for somebody. She gets a pick, throws up a shot at the free throw line. It won't go. Rebound there by 2-4. That's Talavera. That's her second rebound. And here comes Jal back the other way, and that looked like a travel.
It sure was a travel.
So after a conversation with Jones on the bench, here comes Jones back in. Now Rodriguez going to head out for a breather. Like I said, we just got to keep a little pressure on. I hope we don't call the dogs off too early because every game we've played them, that's when Jal starts making a run at us.
I think we need to call the dogs off in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. If we're 20, 30 points ahead.
So Haller with the ball.
Nice
She's
shot.
going to shoot a mid-range. It didn't go, but it was a nice-looking shot. And Kenna McBee gets the rebound.
So question, Coach, if it goes through the basket up and then back down through the basket, is that a basket?
No good. No good.
Man.
But,
Come on, brother.
Come on, man.
McBee did a good job right there getting down in there and battling. And so she'll get a trip to the free throw line. Her first free throw rattles around, and it won't go. We're struggling at the free throw line. None of these folks that have made it to the free throw line have made one yet, so we'll see if Kenna can jinx what I just said.
That's uncharacteristic.
Yeah. So Big B back for her next one. It's going to go in, so that we set it on purpose so that we could unjinx ourselves, or maybe jinx ourselves. So here goes Talavera. She skips it cross court to Nunez. Nunez looking for somebody to give it to, hands it over to Talavera. Talavera over to Zero.
Oh, good job.
And as I mentioned, I don't have that. Looked like Sam with the steal.
Correct.
And so Jones brings it back the other way for Eunice. Frazier calling out the offense. They're resetting. Trying to reset it, they do. They get it over, up.
Oh, a little too late on that pass. I like the idea, but it's just a little too late, but it's a turnover.
Yeah, so Haller with that turnover, and I think that's the first one of the ball game.
I concur.
And so Jal with the ball quickly the other way. There's a long shot up, no good. Haller in there battling, comes away with the rebound and gives it over to Jones. Jones going to walk it across the Panther, stepped on his tongue and his teeth and maybe his nose, and they're going to hand it over to Maureen.
Well, everybody's sitting still. You notice that?
Yes. So McBee floats through the middle, throws up a shot. It won't go, but she gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Maureen. Marine trying to get them reset, gives it over to McBee. McBee floats it back door to
wide
Jones.
open.
Jones with the jump stop and drops it in for 2.
Beautiful screen by Allen there. Did you see that on the backside?
Yes, I did.
Open up that area.
I believe that was McBee with that assist.
Correct, you are correct.
So they skip it down low. Marine steps in. She's going to steal it away. And here comes Eunice. That's Marine's first steal of the ball game. Jones steps through the middle, throws up a floater, and it goes in. Jones gets 2 more off the McBee assist, I believe, that time.
Correct.
That's 3 assists for Kenna McBee. It's 23-2, 5:30 remaining here in the first half.
23-2, yes it is.
Nunez with the ball out near the top. She's going to head through the middle, and she does. She skipped a good pass down low. Ball gets deflected around, goes out of bounds. They're going to say Panther ball.
Beautiful job by Howler, taking care of the ball, not turning it back on the ball and knocking the ball out of bounds. Reset everything for the Eunice Cardinals.
Multiple subs, Sam Allen and Howler, who look similar, both go to the bench. In comes 2 Rodriguez and Martinez. They skip it up top. Maureen pressuring the ball a little bit. Jasmine Martinez steps in there, knocks it out of bounds, almost had another steal.
Jumped in that passing lane. We've been preaching all year long. Yep. Adjust, jump in the passing lane, get some steals.
So they throw it up top to 2-3. That's Salceda. She throws it cross court. It's stolen by Alina Rodriguez. And here they come on the skip up to Maureen. She steps up, takes a shot. It won't go. And there's a huge battle down low for the rebound. And it's going to be Eunice ball.
It's going to stay on our side, huh?
Yep.
Alina was a little short on that shot there. Somebody must open a window.
They get it up top to Maureen. She's going to dribble through, throws up a floater. It won't go. She gets her own rebound. Her putback won't go. Rodriguez with the rebound and putback. It won't go.
Wow.
They bump her a lot on the body.
Yeah.
Like a lot of contact down there.
So Jow quickly pushing it back the other way. Been a little rough the last couple of trips down and back for both teams. They end up with the ball in the hands of 4. I have that as Rodriguez. She has her pass stolen away cross court by Maureen. Maureen coming down the floor, gets it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thought about the 3, then decided to take it. Jones with the rebound and the putback on the backside. She's going to get fouled, and that's going to send her to the free throw line.
I like what they're doing. The smaller people, if I may, going in there and getting a good position and getting rebounds.
Yep.
On both sides of the court. Offensive and defense side.
Yeah, if you look at it, you got Alina Rodriguez with 4 rebounds, Jones with 3, McBee with 4, Maureen with 1, Martinez with 5. Those are definitely not the tallest players on the team. As Jones misses another free throw, she's 0 for 3 from the free throw line today.
Pumping all that iron.
I've been hearing that they've been doing a lot of heavy weightlifting in their strength and conditioning class in the middle of district.
A little strong on the shot.
Another one of them things that I sit around scratching my head on. Yeah, they were lifting weights yesterday, fairly hard from what I understand, right in the middle of district play. She makes the second one, so maybe she's getting that acid out of them muscles the more she's moving. So Jow coming back the other way. Number 2, that's Hernandez. She's got it. She skips it cross court to Salceda, who throws it cross court, almost throws it away.
I thought it was going out of bounds there.
I did too. Jones almost reached in for the steal. Then they get it cross court, and Rodriguez going to steal it. And here they go running the other way. Rodriguez with it, gives it to Jones. Jones trying to reset him, gets it to the corner to Maureen. Maureen jabs, fakes the jab, steps through. They give it to Jones. Jones going to float one up through the middle. It won't go. And so here comes Jow back the other way on the rebound from Hernandez. Oh, they almost throw it away. They save it over on the side. Jones jumped in the passing lane, changed the direction of the pass. Didi Zamore is headed for the scorer's table for the Cardinals as Jow still working it around up top. That's 2-3, Liliani Salceda. Jones almost knocked it away. Ends up down in the corner. That's their young. Oh, I thought she got hit in the face. No call. It wasn't, but McBee with the rebound. That's rebound number 5 for Kenna McBee. And Jones going to stand on the Cardinals' nose so it can't. The Panthers' nose.
Don't be calling it a Cardinal. What is wrong with you, man?
So Eunice trying to run the little screen down, screen away, motion offense now.
Oh,
they
nice
skip
job.
It down.
Left-handed shot.
And Jasmine, that's 2 gimmies that she's missed down there. Kenna McBee with the rebound. I think that's rebound number 6.
And it was over the back on the Jow player.
Yes.
And poor Jasmine, she went in left-handed and shot left-handed, trying to be.
That's the second time this half that she's done
missed
that.
On
she
that
did it
backside.
yes.
We need to get her on this side.
Yep. Yeah, we got to start setting her up for shots on the right block, huh?
Yeah, both teams are doing a pretty good job of staying out of the fouls.
Oh, Charlie,
Playing some clean ball right now.
They get it to Jasmine on the right side, but she has her
She's
shot
blocked.
blocked this time. So,
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. No pump fake this time.
Yeah, we said she needed to get it on this side. She did, and Jal says not in
Oh,
my
Dee
house.
Zamora with 2.
Zamora with the shot. It won't go. Rodriguez with the rebound.
Step
She's
back
going to
3.
step out for 3. It won't
Jasmine
go.
gets
Jasmine with the rebound. She gets it to McBee. McBee with the runner. It won't go. And Nunez with the rebound, and here comes Jal pushing it the other way. A shot goes up. It won't go.
Who's it on? On 11 or 20?
I think it's going to be Alina. I think it was Alina, but I
Let's
couldn't
see.
see. Yeah,
2-0.
Alina Rodriguez. So they give Alina her first foul of the ball game.
That's an outstanding job on that young lady. Almost halftime, 2 minutes and 49 seconds before halftime.
Yeah.
Do you concur?
And
That's a great job.
absolutely. And it's been a real clean game up to this point. I better knock on some wood because usually when Eunice and Job play,
man,
it's
it's
rough,
constantly-
it's ugly. And today it's been a very clean game.
Fundamental game, right?
But I've also said all year that when clean games, we've got a good shot because we've got some skilled kids that aren't the most physical kids in the world.
And then that's what's nice. The young lady missed both free throws. That wasn't nice, but what I'm saying that we have a clean game and the girls can perform.
Yeah. So 2-24 is the score, 2:40 on the clock. Chow to throw it in. They drop it right down in the middle,
Oh,
and
that's
they're
two
going to
quick
get
fouls.
they're going to get Alina Rodriguez with the foul.
Let's take her out for a second. Give her a breather, coach.
So you got Dee Zamora on this top side. She hadn't played a whole lot this year, and that young lady cut from right by Dee. Dee turned around, started ball watching, and she cut right into the middle. And Dee never saw her,
That
and
experience
Rodriguez
has to come
reached
in.
over and fouled her. Fouled the ball, the person shooting. So
That hurts sometimes because once you don't have that chemistry neither as well.
yeah. Alina Rodriguez heads to the bench with 2 fouls here. She went all that time without any, and then in 5 seconds picked up 2.
Her look is priceless. That like kind of like me.
That's kind of like getting a speeding ticket. I can go for 2 years and not get one. And
all
then
of
you
a
get
sudden you
one,
get one.
and you go down the road 10 miles, get another.
Once
Right,
again,
get a
we've
gamble.
subbed different folks into different spots, so now we don't have anybody out there that knows how to throw the ball in. It
Man,
looks like
that clock just started.
Jones throws it down low. It's the shot was up from Sam Allen, no good, and here comes Nunez on the drive. They skip
Wisely
it
pulls it
cross
out.
court. Almost stolen away by McBee. A long 3 is going to go up. It won't go.
Oh, we got to get that, Dee.
Dee struggling. Jones attacks over. That's going to be over and back.
So that's another turnover by Jal.
Yeah.
Right now, the girls for the Lady Cards they don't have that chemistry right now. Starting off with throwing the ball in what position they get because you have 3 posts down there.
Where you're supposed to be on defense. The reality of the matter is all that stuff comes with playing. And as we get ahead like this, you start seeing some other folks go in. It's not really a knock on them. It's just the reality of where you're supposed to be and how you move and where you go. And so Jasmine with the ball up near the top. I thought she shuffled her feet. She gets it over to McBee. McBee throws it down low to Sam. Sam shot up, no good. Jasmine with the rebound. She goes back up. It won't go.
Man, she was hacked as she went up.
Yep.
I think she walked right before she went up, but she was hacked the other way. They're going to give us the ball underneath the basket.
So Frazier's going to take a timeout. I think he wants to talk to him a little bit about exactly what we just said. At the, the 1 minute, 49 second mark in the second quarter, it's 24-3, Eunice in the lead.
You can't really see the scoreboard on the camera because everything's in the way.
Yeah, sure
On
is.
either side.
Give a shout out to Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, and Red Bird Gas, our proud sponsors of today's district game, Eunice versus Jow in Jow Country.
Yeah, this, so far, a really good half for the Lady Cardinals. Just got to keep it going, as I've mentioned. In previous games against this Lady Panther team, we've got ahead and then we've let up and just never been able to get things going again. So anyway, they're trying to get it in. They get it into Jones. Jones going to dribble through.
She's going to go for
and
a
she's
reverse.
going to pop out. She skips it up to McBee. McBee's going to take a long 3. It won't go. Battle down low for the rebound. Has Jasmine in the middle of it again.
That young lady was over her back, don't you believe?
Well, they both, in my opinion, they both tied it up together, and she turned, and when she did, now she ended up with her on her back. They get it into Sam Allen. Sam Allen's shot is up and good. Sam Allen with 2 points.
She's improved a lot. She kept the ball high.
And that was off the Kenna McBee assist. That's 4 assists for Kenna. And we give up 2 on the backside to number 4.
2 easy points.
I've got Charisma Rodriguez. I show she's an 8th grader.
Wow.
So Jones going to walk it up. 5-26 is the score. Trying to reset the offense. Jones just going to dribble right through the middle. Throws up a floater. It won't go. And she's limping. I don't know if she rolled an ankle or what. That always worries me. And then we have a foul at the other end. You see the shift and the swing and
the momentum and the lack of getting back and playing defense.
Yes. Yeah, when you start easing up, trying to be nice, and I know you always say, okay, we want to ease up, we want to be nice, all that stuff. But when you start that, especially early, late it's all right. It is what it is. When you start that early, sometimes you can lose your momentum and everything else, and it can really come back to bite you. I tell a story. I mean, it's 6:26. We're down 20 points, but it's in the second quarter.
Oh, it's early.
I tell a story all the time about, I think it was my first year. It was in my first or second year coaching. We were playing in a Lake Arthur tournament, playing Lake Arthur in the championship game. And in that game in the first half, we were up 36. I pulled off the press, changed a bunch of things, trying to be nice. Next thing you know, they end up tying the game up late in the game and sending us into overtime.
Did y'all win the game?
We won the game, but in a game that we should have won by 50 or 60.
So you had to put your starters back out there and work a little hard to get back in there.
The whole second half, I had the starters on the floor. But we once you call the dogs off, these kids have been sitting around thinking about this game all day. And once you call them off, they lose that adrenaline rush, all that stuff. It's hard to get back out there and get going once you went over and sat down drinking Gatorade and giggling about things.
Right?
McBee with the steal.
Over to Jones.
Gets it to Jones. Jones
nice
going to come
move.
through, and she throws up a shot. It won't go, but she's going to go to the free throw line.
And I believe that's foul number 3 on 12. Nunez, I think that's Nunez.
Let's see what they show on the board. They've only got 5. What? They show that as 1. So I have Julissa Hernandez, number 2.
Okay,
that's what
I'm thinking about.
Number 2's got 3 already.
Yeah, that's only 6 fouls called the whole half, so, against them. Jones misses another free throw. She is struggling from the free throw line.
You want me to mute you for a little bit?
She's 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Usually shoots about 70%.
She misses another one, muted.
Yeah, we'll mute him right here. We got you on standby. There it is, money.
Oh, good. She heard you.
Yeah.
So scores 27-6. Eunice leads here towards the end. 31 seconds left in the second quarter.
Jones almost stole that one away. She's up to 12 points right now. She leads all scorers.
How many rebounds? 3?
She's got 3 rebounds, 3 steals, and an assist. McBee's got 6 rebounds, and then you've got Martinez with 8 rebounds already.
That's good. She's picking up where she left off at.
Yeah.
And she would have had 6 points.
McBee's also got 4 assists leading this team. So Jow throws it away. It's going to be Eunice ball back down there in the corner. 30 seconds left in this half.
I don't think my back could take 30 seconds.
It's been a pretty quick half, really.
So they get it into Jones. She's going to walk over, stomp on the Panther. She did it right there in the mouth. They get it to Marine at the top.
She cracked the tooth on that thing.
Yeah. If she didn't, she should have. So they throw it down low to Howler. Howler with a little spin move. Her shot won't go.
Oh, just got an elbow off 12?
Yeah.
Number 12, elbow McBee. A little WWF move there, or WWE, I apologize.
And it's going to be Jow's ball. 13 seconds remaining here in the half. Going to make a substitution here. That's number 2. That's Julissa Hernandez coming back in. They're going to try to get her a 3, I would bet you. She's their shooter. I would guess they'll try to get her a 3
She's
here.
already got 3 fouls.
Yeah. Jones takes it away.
All the way.
She's on the run out.
3
seconds.
2. Oh, come on, man. They ripped her hand off, but no foul was called there. So into the half, the score is 27-6. Eunice leads.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. In that first half, we'll talk about the numbers when we come back. We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in well sick care for all ages, well women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in well sick care for all ages, well women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lea County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lea County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Both teams hustled out onto the floor And, I mean, they're honking horns, and they're ready to get this game moving. There was still like a minute on the clock when I started getting ready to speak.
They're ready to roll.
And they cleared it, and it's at 0, and we're going. So here we go. Eunice going to throw it in. They throw it into Chloe Jones. She swings it over to the right side to McBee. McBee comes over to Maureen on the left side. Looks like they're trying to do something a little different offensively here, and maybe they're confused.
Like work real slow?
Jones with it on the right side. She's going to step back and shoot a 3. It won't go. Battle around for the rebound.
Oh, not that.
Jones going to try to get up there, and there's a jump ball as Jasmine Martinez ties that ball up.
It's kind of premeditated because they both went and kind of corralled her to that corner.
Is that like homicide?
Oh, well, so that's what it looked like to me on both of them on the floor. So
Yeah.
Some kind of side.
Some kind of sad.
Some kind of side. Anyway, so they're going
Just
to
eat
throw
your
it
pickle.
in. Nunez gets it in, then they give it back to her. They
Thanks for
swing
the
it up
pickle,
to the
Mark.
side and then throw it down low. A shot is up, partially blocked by Maureen, so she does a good job. That's the way the press is supposed to work. If they beat you, you do what you can down here, and you slow them
Yeah,
down.
she
and
blocked
now they
the shot.
yeah. So anyway, Jow to throw it in. That's Nunez. She's going to throw it in on the baseline, trying to get it into
Well, that's
the
a
middle.
long 5 seconds, huh?
Now they throw it up top. I thought there was a travel there. The ball gets battled around. Then Martinez almost had to steal. It looked like the team was saying maybe it went off Nunez. I couldn't tell. So Nunez will throw the ball in for Jow. They throw it in up top. That's Julissa Hernandez. She's a shooting machine. She just hadn't been able to get going here so far today, and I'll probably get a foot in my mouth for that in a minute. They throw it over into the corner. A three-pointer's up, no good. 2 Jow girls battling over the rebound, and they get it. They throw it back up top to Nunez. Coach, it sounded like he was saying, let's go. Julissa dribbles through the middle. Ball
double.
gets deflected around. Jasmine
They
Martinez can't get up with it.
Oh.
She did a great job stealing, but then she turned around and
They're stealing a
It's
turnover,
only
huh?
3
Turned
steps.
it over.
Come on, man.
Come on, Blue. Come on, Blue. Come on, Blue.
So Jow to throw it in on the baseline. Looking around is Hernandez. She gets it into 2-3. That's Salceda. Her shot's no good, and McBee with the rebound. That's number 7
Turn
for
and
her.
burn.
She drops a dime
Wow.
down to Jasmine Martinez for 2 off another McBee assist. That's 5 assists already for McBee in this game.
Jasmine was running the whole time, wasn't she?
Yep.
It looked good there.
Hernandez brings it across the
Oh.
timeline. Oh, and that ball just goes sailing right out
I
of
thought they were
bounds.
collide.
Yeah.
Rodriguez and Martinez, they both stopped and the ball went right through there.
Yeah, they were both running for it, and they both stopped like, hey, you going to get it or you want me to get it? And it went right through both of them and out of bounds.
They want to mess up that moneymaker, huh?
Yep.
Man.
So a substitution here. They bring Hernandez out of the ball game. They're going to sit her.
Well, she's got 3 fouls. That's probably not a bad move.
And they got a lot of youngsters out there on the floor now. So Jones with the ball. She's going to dribble through the middle, throws up a shot. It won't go. And here comes Jow.
It's kind of like a little ISO job there, huh?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what that was supposed to be. And she beat her man off the dribble, but then she threw up kind of a funny-looking shot. She gets this rebound, and here she comes down the middle.
No.
Skips it over to Maureen. Maureen going to take the mid-range. It won't go. Ball gets deflected way long. Ends up in the hands of Salceda, who's now trying to attack. And now she kicks it over to Nunez, and they're going to reset the offense.
Sometimes on the play a minute ago, you got to be selfish sometimes, Mr. Jones. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, and that's one thing about her. She's not selfish like me. I could be selfish. She
Oh,
knows
by
that.
far, but after she beat everybody, she was open. She passed it up to the hot hand, but it's okay.
Nunez
Scores.
gets her first bucket of the ball game. She's now got 2 points. Jones comes off the pick, hands it over to Maureen. Maureen going to step back for 3. Her 3 won't go. Ball ends up rebounded by number 4. That's Charisma Rodriguez, according to Max Preps earlier today. They've got her pressured over into the corner. She throws it up top. A long 3 off the glass for Butts.
The bank is open.
Yep.
Wow. 11 to 29.
29-11 here. Jow scored 5 points this quarter. We've scored 2.
No time to let your foot
I
off.
mentioned it at the beginning. Both the other games, the third quarter, Jow's come storming back and cut into the lead because we start.
Come out flat-footed.
Yep. They get it over to Rodriguez. She's going to come over the free throw line, shoots a step back. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. Her putback won't go. And then Jones and I think that was Butts end up tied up down low.
And it's going to stay over here on the Eunice side after that jump ball.
So Eunice to throw it in on the baseline. They're going to sub Howler in.
And the official going to call a timeout.
We're going to make sure that jump ball's in the right possession here. Got a little bit of time to give a shout out to our sponsors. Devon Energy, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Eunice Record and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC. Back to the action, Mr. Jones.
Looked like the JAL coach doing his normal. He's up there complaining to the scoreboard people, which is his own people, about which direction the arrow was pointed. So they had a discussion about it. They've now resumed play, and it stayed where it was at. Jones going to slow that one away, and then she gets fouled.
She was kind of wrapped from behind.
Kind of tackled.
Yeah.
They call it a tackle foul.
Unfortunately, it was on the floor.
So Rodriguez to throw it in on the baseline. Cardinals getting set. Here comes the pick. They drop it down low. It's stolen away. There's a turnover. And then, anyway, they skip it ahead. They throw it all the way down the floor. A shot is up, off the glass, no good. Ball ends up in the hands of Howler.
Strips it over to McBee.
Yep. McBee on the runner. She throws it up. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound gets it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the step back. It won't go.
Zhao comes over with the rebound.
Yep. 11-29. Zhao trying to creep back into this ball game as it's an 18-point game at this point. Jones going to step in and tie it up. And it's going to be after the jump ball. I think it'll be Zhao ball this time.
Yeah, but it appears to be Zhao's ball.
Yep. Zhao to throw it in. That's Nunez. She's looking through. Drops it right over, and they throw it right back to her and then skip it up top. Ends up in the hands of Salceda, who takes a long three. It won't go. That's Jasmine Martinez, 10th rebound of the ball game, so she's already in double digits for rebounding.
Oh, nice hesitation.
Jones breaks through the middle and lays it in off the glass as she got hammered, and she gets the and one.
She did a beautiful job. She came down, their defense, and wasn't expecting that. She was mismatched, that little stutter step, went straight to the basket, and won, baby.
She slowed down, and when she did, all the people that were between her and the basket turned and went to find their man, and then she attacked. So Jones will head to the free throw line. She's got 14 points. She misses that free throw. Jasmine gets in there and battles, and she's going to get the rebound, and then we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to be Cardinal ball.
And the funny thing, Jones was the nearest person there, too, to get the rebound.
Yep. I think everybody was thinking it was two shots, and it was just the one because of the and one. McBee with the ball. Drops it down to Howler. Howler with the power dribble, drop step, and lays it in. Aubrey Howler with two off the Kenna McBee assist. That's 5-6. That's 6 assists for Kenna McBee.
So what are they saying? Was that a kick ball or what?
I think that's what they called. I looked down trying to do something.
Jones was putting pressure on it. The young lady lost the ball, and the ball's on the floor. And they called it a kick ball in Eunice.
All right, so Zhao ball. They're going to bring it across the timeline. 11-33. Eunice now up 22. They throw it over to the left side. They thought about the two. Now they're going to start the dribble drive. And now we're going to call the body foul on Jasmine over there on the wing.
A body foul? That's what, first foul? Second foul?
23 with the block. Let's see what they show on the board. That's
That'll be
her
one.
first.
First.
So Eunice in the 2-3 zone here.
3 minutes left in the third quarter. Not a bad time to have your first foul.
Not bad at all. After so many rebounds she's gotten as well. So
Zhao going to run a little box inbounds play. They throw it up top, almost stolen away. They attack off the dribble, then they kick it out
dribble,
here
wasn't
to the
it?
right. Yeah, I mean, she was open. She had a layup. She didn't take it. Howler with the rebound.
She's seen Howler out there in her presence.
And here comes Jones up the floor. She's going to step on that Panther right in the eye, and then his ear, and then she comes on down the court. Hands it over to McBee.
Literally.
McBee crosses over, goes back to the free throw line. Her shot won't go. She throws up a putback. It won't go. And Howler with the rebound and the putback. Kenna McBee has now got 8 rebounds on the ball game. She's having a game. There's a long shot up, no good. Jasmine Martinez comes away with it. Jasmine now gets it over to Chloe. That's 11 rebounds for Jasmine Martinez. Chloe hands it over to And McBee directing traffic, trying to tell people to get up here and get set.
Like 4 people on one side.
They give it back to Jones. Now she's going to reset them. They give it over to Howler. Howler looking for somewhere to go through it. Not oh man, a
in
nice
and out of her
pass.
hands. But it doesn't walk.
But then Jasmine just couldn't hang on to it.
She couldn't believe she was that wide open and got behind her. And luckily, that Jow player walked. So it's going to be Eunice's ball under their basket. So
find a girl. They're saying, get a man, get a man. So looking to throw it in. They do throw it in. It goes into Jones. She's going to dribble back up toward the top now. She attacks off the run and throws it in for 2. That's 16 points.
She did the same move from a minute ago.
Yes, from Chloe Jones. A little slow up and then hesitation go. Here comes Jow again. They throw it down into the corner.
Oh, no call.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're going to call it.
No. He was going to call it. Okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be 3 now on Alina Rodriguez after going the whole first half with none. She's got 3 here in this quarter.
That was blatant. I mean, that was a call. Good call. Great call.
So we got a timeout, a full timeout by the Jow Lady Panthers here with 1:54 remaining in quarter number 3. Eunice leads by 26 points, 37-11.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BGA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Devon Energy, Carno Hardware and Lumber. Our proud sponsors of tonight's boys and girls district games in Jow, New Mexico.
Quite a game so far for the Lady Cardinals. They've given up, I will say, more points this quarter than they've given up any of the first 2 quarters.
Yes.
So, but with that said, they've been able to keep it together so far and keep pushing ahead. I mean, they're doing a good job.
And we've also struggled a little bit on scoring over here. So it's hand in hand. So far, it's just a minute and 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. If we can get this done with not that much damage left, we'll be in good shape.
That first quarter put 18 points on the board. When you have that kind of quarter, you can
a little bit of room for error.
Well, you get a little disappointed in some of these other quarters when you only have 8 or 9. You're like, hey, come on now, we got.
So was that a spectator's point of view or a dad's point of view?
A little bit of
a little bit of both.
He said yes.
He said yes.
Yes.
Guilty as charged.
So Eunice gets onto the floor late, like we do a lot of times. They get it into the corner, Jow does. They throw it up top. Jones going to steal it away, but she stepped on the line, or she would have been off to the races for a shot at 2 more.
That was a quick whistle, wasn't it? And he's got good vision.
And I couldn't tell where the players are sitting. I couldn't see, so I'm going to give him the benefit and say that was a good call. So trying to get it through. There was a travel for sure. Even their own coach is giving them the travel signal.
They called the foul on Alina out there.
Yeah. Yeah, so even they called it on 20. Is that 4?
Yes, that is 4.
That is 4 on her.
Well, what did she do?
I have no idea.
I thought she...
Yeah.
All right, then.
Even the Jow coach is looking at the official saying, what? So, anyway, they throw it through, the run down,
walk.
and then they're going to call it a
walk.
travel.
No, they called the foul on her.
They called the foul.
Yep.
She's shooting,
They
too.
called it on Maureen. So.
42 on Allen. They called it on Allen.
42.
That's her first foul of the game, so.
Sam Allen.
Well, we'll see what the ball says about that foul.
It must have been a good call.
Maybe it was good.
I mean,
must have been a good call. What number is that young lady shooting? Can you all
I
tell
believe
from
that
your
is
angle?
number 4.
4? Okay. So Charisma Rodriguez is who I show.
So.
All right, so she'll get another. She's going to head back to the line. Takes a couple dribbles, throws up a shot. It won't go. Jow going to come away with the rebound. Jones out there bodying folks up. Maureen with the steal. She's looking to attack. She throws up a mid-range. It won't go. Big battle for the rebound. Comes into the hands of Maureen.
Howler with the rebound there. And one.
Howler going to get the rebound and the putback.
And one.
On the and one.
They're doing a beautiful job, Howler and Allen, of keeping that ball high. At the beginning of the season, they had a habit of bringing it down. But they're doing a good job keeping that ball high and going straight back up with it.
Yep. So Howler will go to the free throw line. She's having probably the best game that she's had all season, as she missed a bunch of the season, but she's now got 6 points to go with 5 rebounds here in this ball game. So Jow comes out of that one with the rebound on the miss, and here they come the other way. They throw up a shot, it won't go. Ball bounces around. Jones going to run through and pick it up. That's her 5th rebound of the ball game, and she's going to slow it up, reset it, stomp on the Panther eye, in his other eye, and now in his ear. And she's going to stand there a minute and rub her foot around on top of him. And here Eunice comes on the offensive attack. There's a nice shot that's up. Jones with the rebound. She's going to dribble back out. Now she's going to run, throw up a runner. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez
was tackled, and they called it a jump ball.
Oh, man, did they call a jump?
Yes, they did. It's amazing how that young lady, 24, was all over her back.
Mercy.
Yeah, I looked down to give her the rebound thing. I didn't realize it got tied up or whatever, so... All right, so Jow to throw the ball in. 44 seconds remains here in quarter number 3. It's Eunice 39, Jow 12. They get it in. Do we still got a decent signal over there?
Yes, sir. We still got 3 lights.
Oh, and Jow throws it away. They throw it straight out of bounds. And it's going to be the Lady Cardinal basketball.
Slow it down, get a last shot here, huh?
Yep. So 35 seconds on the clock. Jones going to bring it down. Look at where she's
smiled,
right there. She's going to stomp on the nose of the Panther, walks across his forehead, and then sets up the offense. Jones looking for somewhere to go with it, hands it over to McBee. McBee now looking for somewhere to go with it. It's like they changed what they normally do out of this offense, and they seem to be struggling to get set.
Got 15 seconds left.
Yep. Yeah. I hate to, in a game like this where we're doing well, I hate to mute my mic and start hollering, but we just look lost.
Why change?
Yes.
But he will if he has to.
Oh, yeah.
He will mute it.
So they get it into Jones. Jones going to
nice.
dribble through traffic, comes around the other side, and then drops it in for 2. That's 18 points for Chloe Jones here in 3 quarters. Jow brings it across the timeline, going to throw up a 3 at the buzzer. It won't go. And at the end of 3 quarters, it's Eunice 41, Jow 12.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecking and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Cardinal Hardware and Lumber. As I dodge people walking behind my back, our proud sponsors of tonight's game.
You know, the way this Eunice, or
Jow,
the way this Jow gym is designed is almost the same design that our school tried to put together at that first gym.
Yes.
Where it was these red and white plastic rollout bleachers that retract in and out, and it goes all the way down to the court. So what happens, the reason we've got all these people like walking through the middle of our broadcast here is because if you get on the floor, you're in front of the scores table and the benches. You're walking through the middle of the
floor. You're playing.
Yes, basically.
You're out there playing basketball.
So everybody that goes from one side of the bleachers to the other tries to cut through the middle of the bleachers, which is why they're cutting through, knocking us over.
So hopefully all the Eunice residents who voted.
That's right.
It goes through, and we will have a
nice
great
new
gym.
Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
I noticed where some people were asking yesterday if they still hadn't sent theirs in, whether they should send them or take them. Take them.
Yeah.
If you need, I'm sure there's a few Eunice people that would gladly run them up there for you. You had next day or same day delivery. So anyway, so here we go to start the 4th quarter. We've got Michelle Ostos in the game as Jones steps off. We swing it over to Sam Allen. Michelle Ostos with it. If she'd have hit the 3, I might have lost it. Maureen dribbles down, gives it to McBee. McBee with the runner. It rattles around and goes in. Kenna McBee with 2 more. That's 7 points for Kenna McBee off the Maureen assist.
Oh, foul there.
They call that foul on Jazz?
Yes, sir. She went for the steal, and they're blended on that girl's back.
So, and once again, we've got to keep an eye on the 20 points. And for those of you that don't understand that, I'm always talking about the max preps plus-minus differential goes to 20. So you get points up to 20 for a win. And so Ostos had the rebound but then threw it away.
She went in there trying to block the bar, and she just pushed number 30 out of the way.
Yep.
She said, this is my house.
So what are we, 30, 31 up
31.
Right now?
Yeah.
31, is that right?
Is that 48 or 43? That's 40.
Yeah, 31.
Yeah,
can't tell.
It's either side, 12 to 43.
You look at this side to see the visitor. You look at the other side to see the Panther.
So once again, just something to think about. We don't want to let them get within the 20 before this game is over.
And you said that they pop a 3.
And they're going to take a timeout to talk about it and celebrate a little bit. They're high-fiving and going crazy.
Celebrate a three-pointer.
Yeah, and like I said, you don't want to get them back within 20.
That's where you keep the pressure on.
Yeah, like I said, that's always a hard thing to explain to folks, but Max Prep uses an algorithm, and it gives you that plus-minus differential up to 20. So if you beat somebody by 40, you don't get any more points than if you beat somebody by 20. But if you beat somebody by 10, it takes 10 of your points away in that algorithm. So you want to win by 20.
20,
if
20,
you've got
20.
the chance. That's always the key, or should be anyway, the goal.
The goal, correct. So Giles going to be pressing here, huh?
Yeah, they've come out in the full court pressure. They get it into Maureen. Maureen spins around, throws it back to Martinez. Martinez skips it cross court to Maureen. Now we get it to McBee, and now we're going to reset. They throw it over to Allen. Allen looking through, gives it back to Martinez. Martinez over to Ostos.
She won. I'll give it. Let her shoot it.
Sam Allen with it on the left wing now, and we throw it away.
That's something we got to be taking care of the ball out there as well, man.
Yep.
Because that is a turnover.
So here they go. Eunice looking to throw it in. They get it down to Ostos. Ostos
nice
with
move.
a little spin move, then throws it back out to Maureen. Give it back to her.
Yes.
She almost has it knocked away. Through, and they're going to call the foul on 2-4. That's Alexa Talavera.
And this team, sorry, Coach.
Oh, go ahead.
This team that Jal has out there right now, they're a little bit more aggressive on the ball, if you notice that.
It's the same kids. They're just being more aggressive.
Yeah, I think they gave them the free range, right?
Yeah. So Maureen at the free throw line. Her first free throw's up and good. Alondra Maureen now with 2, 4, 6, 8 points for Maureen. And she'll get a chance at another as we've got Sam Allen coming out. Aubrey Howler comes in. As we mentioned, Howler's got 6 points, 5 rebounds, probably her best performance of the season. Maureen's next free throw is good. That's 9 points for Maureen.
And Rodriguez came back in for Martinez.
Yeah. So with the 30-point lead, Martinez is going to step off. Rodriguez comes in. She's got 4 fouls. Picked all of those up basically in the third quarter.
Play smart there.
Yeah, and there's Ostos going to be called for the foul on the baseline.
Rodriguez just needs to play offense. I mean, if the ball gets anywhere near you, put your hands up and just pretend you're playing defense.
The bad thing is with 6:30 remaining in the game.
That's a long ways away. Yes, I understand.
now in the 1-and-1.
Yep.
And Jazz going to attack the basket as much as they can here.
Yep. This is one of those youngsters, I think, here. Her shot is up
and
good.
8th grader, that Rodriguez young lady, right?
And she makes the first one. The ref's talking to Maureen because she went and, booty bumped the shooter. And we've done that all year. Some refs have called it. Some have let us do it. But it's against the rules, but we do it all the time. Howler with a really good rebound there. That's rebound number 6, and she gets it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez behind the back at half court. Now she drops it down to Ostos. Ostos going to cut through, loses her handle on the ball, almost has it stolen away.
And it's going to be Eunice ball, right?
Yeah. So Eunice Basketball. If they'll get it in quick, Rodriguez will have a chance at a long one, and she does.
Nice.
Alina Rodriguez gets her first 2 of the game.
It was a 3, right?
Yep. First 3, I said 2.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to take one off the scoreboard here.
Jalissa Hernandez with the ball. Nunez now back over to Hernandez. She's going to dribble attack.
Good job.
Throws it up top. I thought she threw it away. Gets it over into the right side, and then the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Eunice Basketball.
Eunice doing a beautiful job there. Once again, jumping in the pass lane. Oh. That was a weak pass, huh?
Maureen bringing it up. Gets it ahead to McBee. McBee on the run out. Her shot won't go. Ostos with the rebound. Tries to get it back in. Her second one.
She'll go to the free throw line.
So Ostos with a rebound, a putback, a rebound, and a putback. And she's going to go to the free throw line.
So she's shooting 2, right?
Yep.
Is she a senior?
No, I think she's young. I think she's like a sophomore.
So the potential is there.
Oh, yeah. This Eunice group, they've got some kids. I mean, they've got some kids lined up. There's no doubt about it. Did she make that first one?
No, she missed it. But
And
she made a second one.
So
Making the score.
Ostos gets on the board. Go ahead.
49-16 here in the fourth quarter. 5 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the game.
Jow brings it down. They're going to push it up, try to get some points, and they.
No call there.
Ostos says, not in my house.
Not in my house.
Not tonight.
It's going to be Jow's ball on the baseline.
And it's a good no call. It's a very good no call.
Nunez to throw
I
it
liked
in.
it.
She gets it in over to the corner. A long shot is up. It won't go. Maureen takes it away from Howler. That's her third rebound of the ballgame, and she's going to push. She's like, I want to get some more. She throws up a 3. It won't go, but she gets the rebound.
Oh, but she throws it away.
Oh, and threw it away. So here comes Jow on the run out, and they're going to lay it in for 2. That's number 23, Salceda.
Slow it down there. Slow down there. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Give me a freaking heart attack.
Yeah, we've talked about it before in these games where we are up. Sometimes we don't understand how to run clock. We're
Like
going
right
to go
there,
shoot.
right there.
See, there we're like, we're going to get 2 more points. That's 11 points for Maureen.
It's fine if it goes in, but if not, I mean, it hurts us.
Yeah, we're not a very good clock running, burning time person or team.
Machine.
There's another 3 that's up by Salceda. She's now got 10 points. That's 10 points for her.
21-51.
Rodriguez throws up a shot. It won't go. Jow with the rebound and the run out. And they're going to lay it in for 2 more.
I'm calling timeout up here in the stands.
Yeah.
And Jow is pressing.
Yeah, he finally decided to take the timeout after we were looking a little discombobulated. With that said, 4:11 remaining here in this ball game. Jow 23, Eunice 51.
Sponsors: Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, and Redbird Gas. Our proud sponsors of tonight's game, boys and girls.
See, we got our award-winning cheerleaders back tonight.
Yeah, they got another couple of first places this past weekend.
Over in Clovis.
Yep. And they are back out here today to do a little noise making and whatnot.
There's a lot, I'll tell you that much.
Full court, get it in. Get it into Howler. Howler gonna kick it over to Ostos. We let all the posts get it before we finally got it to a guard. Now Maureen's got it. She's going to rip through. She's like, I need 2 more here, please. Ostos with the rebound. Her putback won't go. Howler with the rebound kicks it out to Maureen. Her shot won't go. Her next shot won't go.
It was back and forth.
Kick it out, kick it out, kick it out. We got a 3-point shooter.
Another shot goes up, and it's McBee. And McBee is going to count the basket, and then they're going to call Howler for the foul. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 9 points for McBee. And because of the bonus, they're going to send them down to shoot.
And that foul was on that block out you were talking about.
Yeah.
Was that an offensive foul?
Yes.
Well, that wouldn't be a shot, no?
Well, they called Howler on the block out, and what they said, because they gave him the 2, they said it happened as the ball went through the net. So that'll send Jow to the free throw line. That first free throw is up. It rattles in, and it's no good. Ostos with the rebound. That's number 6 for her in just a little short period of time. Rodriguez brings it across the timeline, almost throws it away, gets up to McBee. McBee with the mid-range, and she drops it in. That's 11 points for Kenna McBee. We got 4 subs coming to the scorers table for the Cardinals. 3:19 on the clock, and there was a travel, no call.
And she walked there.
There's another travel.
That was a blatant travel.
That's a 2 for 1.
That was a 2 travels.
That was a lot of traveling in there.
It was the second travel, but anyway, so 3:12 on the clock. Trying to see who they're subbing here. You've got Jones and Maureen, Dee Dee Zamora, Sam Allen. Got Jasmine throwing the ball in. That could be interesting.
Oh, White, a
So
foul on
they
White?
call the young lady for holding Chloe as Chloe cut to the basket. So now they're going to try to throw it in again. They get it into Jones. Jones going to push it up the floor.
Oh, good save there.
Keeps it on. She's still going. And now she's going to reset them. She throws it down to Dee Dee. Dee Dee skips it to Sam Allen, who lays it in for 2. A Dee Dee Zamora assist and a Sam Allen 2.
That was beautiful. The 2 post people working good there.
Yep. 2:50 on the clock. Eunice in the 2-3 zone. There's a long 3 by Zhao. It won't go. And it's going to be Eunice basketball as that rebound went off the hands of a Zhao player.
Score is 57-23. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm sure that Eunice is not going to do it, but right now the best thing to do would be get in like the 4-corner offense and run some clock. But we don't. So Maureen with the ball slapped out of her hands. We've got Jasmine throwing the ball in, and I love Jazzy Jazz. I don't know that passing is her strong suit. So we're struggling to get the ball in over there.
We're using all 4 seconds. She cannot move. Good job.
Jones gets around everybody, spins around, brings it back out, gets it over to Maureen. Maureen's like, I think I'll get 2 points here. Gets it over to Jazz, back to Sam.
Get off her.
Sam gets it
A lot of
over to
contact.
Dee Dee. Dee Dee gives it over to Jasmine. Jasmine with the move.
This
Oh,
is a
and
layup.
blows the gimme. And here comes Jal. Maureen with the steal. That's 4 steals for her. She's going to throw up a shot. It won't go.
Did you think she wasn't going to throw up a shot?
Yeah.
That young lady, I mean, she loves to shoot, and that's part of the game, right?
Absolutely.
Well, sometimes as spectators, you're like, hey, just, okay, good job.
2:14 on the clock here. 23:57. Maureen heads to the free throw line. Michelle Ostos back over to the scorer's table. Her first free throw is up and good for Maureen. That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points for her. Jazz going to come out. Now, the big problem here, if you didn't see that, Jazz has been the inbounder. They brought in Ostos, so let's see if the team knows who's going to inbound. Her next free throw is good. So I'll be interested to see the first time the ball has to be thrown in.
I'm going to say Dee Dee's going to throw it in. I'm guessing man here.
So Jones pressuring the ball. Ends up over here on the other side. Now they try to throw it in down low, and Michelle says, I'll take it. So that's a steal, and here comes Jones.
Slow.
She's going to go through the middle, kicks it over to Maureen. Maureen's like, I'll take another. Her shot is up, no good. Jones with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Maureen. Maureen says, I'll take another. That one won't go. And then Maureen's going to hack them. Wow.
A lot of action there.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
So look at Frazier talking to her. I'm sure he's saying, hey, look.
I understand. I comprehend.
We're trying to run some clock, and you've taken 4 shots in the last 20 seconds.
Yes, 20 seconds. And poor Chloe's got like 9 rebounds because of that.
Yeah. Well, it does good for the stats.
So we got to run the clock now, right?
Yes.
Ostos with the rebound.
Oh. That was a no-look pass.
Ends up in the hands of Jones. 1:04 on the clock. Jones going to dribble, then she's going to back out. She crosses over. She's going to back it up again.
58 seconds left.
Yeah, needs to just run some clock here. Ostos over to Sam Allen. Over to Jones. Jones just needs to dribble around here. Not to the basket, not to the basket.
3-0.
And then they're going to call the push, so I think that'll send Jones to the free throw line.
And the clock is still running. Why is the clock still running?
I don't think it's supposed to on a free throw, but I'm assuming they're trying to.
I don't this thing over with, huh?
Yeah.
I thought it stopped every time the whistle blew.
No, not once you get it that far ahead. We're in the, but it should be stopped right now, and it's still running.
That's fine. I mean, we're winning.
Jones misses another free throw. She's had one heck of a night from the free throw line.
Don't foul.
She's like, yep, there she goes.
She has to get at least 2 fouls, right?
Yeah.
Well, now they stop.
And now they stop the clock on
the
gel free throw.
Where we at?
They're going to stop the clock.
Simple stuff in life.
What is going on here?
They ran the clock the whole last 2 sets of free throws down here. But they're like, no, we're going to stop it right here. All right, no big deal. All right, so that is 13. Is that right?
Number 13, yes, sir. Butts.
I have that as butts, and she makes them both. So a good job there for her. Here we go.
Now the clock already started.
Yeah. So we get it in. And at the end of the game, the final score is Eunice 59, Jow 25. Rundown on some numbers here for Jow. You had Liliani Salceda with 10 points, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Natalie Nunez had 4. She also had 7 rebounds. Charisma Rodriguez is who I show with 5.
We're missing the light, Jimmy.
Huh?
We're missing the light over here.
Uh-oh.
The cloud.
Is that the cloud?
Yes, sir.
All right. Over on the other side.
There it is.
All right, we got it back.
I fixed it.
Our service is running off a cell tower down here, just so you folks know. When we're running off that cell tower, especially when the wind's blowing like it has been, you never know. On the Eunice side, let's see here. I'll start at the bottom. Michelle Ostos had a point. She also had 7 rebounds. Jasmine Martinez had 5 points. She had 11 rebounds. Sam Allen had 4 points. Aubrey Howler had 6 points, 8 rebounds. Alina Rodriguez had an un-Alina-like night for sure. She had 3 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 assists. Alondra Moreno, let's go down to Kenna McBee. Kenna McBee had 12 points, 8 rebounds, a steal, and 6 assists, so a good night for her. Alondra Moreno with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 assists. And then Chloe Jones, one of the better games of her career. She had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 5 steals, and an assist. And she missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
No, we ain't got to talk about
throws.
that. We ain't got to talk about that.
That's very
We ain't got to talk about that.
Unusual for her. At the end of the ball game, Eunice 59, Jow 25. Any thoughts?
The young ladies came out and took care of business. We got one more game we got to take care of business, and we'll go from there.
So we'll be back here in about the next 5 to 10 minutes to get started with the boys' game. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
I was going to talk about Gabe Gaetan getting up here on the camera to wave at his family. The kids were at home. He wanted to get some camera time, so I was going to talk about the play-by-play with Gabe on the camera, but he ran
walked
off.
away. Yeah.
So he came all the way over here to get some camera time for his kids watching the game at home, and then ran off before I could play-by-play.
We'll make sure we get him back. Oh, he's on an important phone call right now, I believe.
That's right. So anyway, for those of you back home that are watching or listening, it's Jow Senior Night. So who knows how long this is going to take, but we'll be back on the broadcast once all this stuff is over.
As long as they don't kick us out, right?
That's right.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lea County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lea County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, Go Eunice Cardinals!
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lea County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lea County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lea County Athletics. Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lea County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
IPS Incorporated.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Welcome here tonight to the boys and basketball game here, district game, Eunice versus Jal. There's a little late start here because they had senior night and student night presentation tonight, so bear with us. Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal basketball here live from Jal on a very windy February evening. As we mentioned in the last game, our service in a gym like this runs off a cell tower. And as you can imagine, on a windy day like today, sometimes cell service is not great. So I've had multiple messages. I appreciate folks like Morgan Pascal, Leanne Reeves, and several others that have sent me messages saying the service, or it doesn't sound good, or something's blurry. We get it.
And it always happens against Jow in the big games.
Big games where
they
a lot
got
of
some
people
kind of
wanna
jammer
watch.
down here, I think, jamming us.
They must have something.
So tonight, the 15-7, 5-1 in district, number 7 ranked Eunice boys basketball team will face off against the number 6 ranked 18-8, 6-0 in district Jow Panthers. This game looks to be a great one. Jow has played 4 more games than Eunice has this season, which is the difference in them being ahead of us in the Max Preps ranking. They have 4 more games than we have, 3 of those being wins. And so when you figure out that algorithm, once again, I go back to scheduling, that's why they're ahead of us right now in the latest polls. This game looks to be a good one. Once again, it should be. Eunice enters tonight's matchup on a bit of a skid. The Cards have lost 2 of their last 4, both to non-district opponents, which has dropped them 2 spots in the last week in the Max Preps ranking. This has allowed Jow to leapfrog Eunice in Max Preps. We've talked about those non-district games scheduled in the middle of district play in the past. For the boys, it might have been a good play because they needed those games. They needed them badly, so it might be a positive deal for them. We'll know for sure here about 10 days from now. This Eunice boys team has a legitimate chance to be a contender this year at the state level. Those losses will likely cost them a spot or 2 in the seeding, but could help prepare them to face top-level teams in the state tournament. We shall see. These 2 teams have a history. They faced off against each other twice this season, and most of these kids faced off against each other multiple times on the football field just a few months ago. Eunice won the first basketball matchup of the year in the Dexter tournament. Jow won the second matchup in Eunice to open up. That win has them sitting on top of District 4-2A right now. Tonight's game is huge. So many parts, as a win here tonight will likely secure the first round home playoff game in the state tournament, no matter what happens after this. A lost tournament. Speaking of the state tournament, and man, they're having problems with their PA system. It is loud. Speaking of the state tournament this year, the district tournaments have been back into the situation. So as we mentioned before the girls game, the regular season district champ automatically gets a spot in the state tournament.
We only got 2 lights, boss.
The district tournament champ
Missing the cloud.
Automatically gets, so now we're missing 2 lights?
We're missing the cloud. We only got 2 lights, the camera and the other one.
So they may or may not be hearing us. As I look down at Jal's broadcast, they've got 2 as well. So
there, it's back now.
Yep. So anyway, our service is probably in and out. That light going away does not mean that we've lost it. It just means it's got real bad, basically. So anyway, speaking of the state tournament this year, they've added the district tournaments back. So the regular season district champ gets an automatic bid. The district tournament champ gets an automatic bid, which could be 2 teams from each district depending on the situation. Then the 6 criteria are used to determine the seeding for the rest that get into the state tournament and for the seeding. As of today, both these teams have a legitimate shot at a top 5 seed. If you win here today and then win out the remainder of games and district, I think you get a top 5 seed, maybe even a top 4 in the state tournament. Top 5 for sure in my guesstimation. If you lose here today, you're going to be struggling to get a home game in the first round of the state tournament. So this is a huge, huge game. So we should be in for a great matchup. I'd say the Vegas odds would be a toss-up, a pick-em game. My keys to victory, Eunice has got to control the paint. The last time these 2 teams matched, Alexavier Carrion, in the second half they adjusted, Jal adjusted their offense where they would work the ball into the corner to him, and then he would play some, like what I like to say, old man basketball, like I play against Ovi in my driveway, and he would just back people down to the block. If we sent 2 people at him to trap him, he made really good passes out of there over to, oh heck, what's his name?
The coach's son?
No, he made really good passes to Juarez. And Juarez ate our lunch. He ended up with 13 points, most coming in the second half, a bunch of them coming in the fourth quarter. I think he got like the new Sun Athlete of the Week that week after that, and that was like the game of his life. Carrion would back it down to the block. We'd send the double. They'd dump it to Juarez, and he'd drop it in for 2, and it just went like that most of the fourth quarter. So, Eunice has got to control the paint. They've got to control the boards. 2, they've got to win the turnover battle. Jal's style is a fast-paced style. Ours is a fast-paced style. If we can do it and not turn the ball over, we should be successful. 3, we need to knock down some outside shots. This season, in most games, we've got people like Billy Blevins and Ashton Thompson. Ashton Thompson had a game where he made 6 3-pointers in 1 quarter. Billy Blevins has a game where he made 9 3-pointers in a game. We need one or both of those guys to get hot from the outside, because when they do, it pulls the defense out, and then the Gomez brothers and everybody else attacking can really open up. So those are my keys to victory here today. Any thoughts, Recindo?
The key to victory is going to be the team and the coaches who adapt the quickest to what's on the floor. Can overcome players being in and out, and also playing with the best players on the court, if that makes any sense. And when I say overcome, like, for example, Jack comes out with a different offense, we got to adjust to that. Or different defense, we got to adjust to that. Whoever adjusts quicker and makes your shots outside or inside should be victorious tonight.
Yeah, basketball is definitely kind of a chess game or chess match. You got to make those adjustments unless you've just got a crazy good team. And when I say crazy good, we've got a great team this year. I don't know that I would say we're crazy good. And what I mean by crazy good is like one of those Pecos teams that went 4 years without losing a game. Some of them Hobbs Eagle games that were scoring 60 or 160, 170 points in a ball game. Those are crazy good teams. We've got a great team this year, and I'm super pissed. So some good basketball played here today from the Lady Cardinals. And now we transition into the boys' game. This is a battle of 2 legitimate top 10 ranked boys basketball
100%.
teams. And it looks like we're going to have the national anthem. We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. We are getting ready to introduce both teams. They're going to introduce Eunice. I'll run down the roster that I have. Number 2, Ashton Thompson. Number 3, Kevin Garcia. Number 5, Jacob Ortega. Number 10, Hayan Castro. Number 13, Jose Calvillo. Number 14, Maddox Mata. Number 20, Billy Blevins. Number 21, Elijah Melanson. Number 23, Luis Gomez. 24, Isaiah Hernandez. 32, Jorge Gomez. Number 33, Angel Orozco. So that is the Eunice Cardinal roster here. On the other side, you've got number 1, Jacob Lujan, the senior and Emmy's son. Number 2, Nobert Cervantes. Number 3, Yuli Cervantes. Number 4, Sebastian Arroyo. Number 5, Davian Navarrete. Number 12, Zayden Lujan. Number 13, Alex Xavier Carrion. Number 23, Ito Arroyo. Number 32, Brandon Houston. Number 35, Gabriel Juarez, who had the big game last game. And number 40, Jesus Carrion. That is a rundown of the players.
I'm telling you, man, you can feel the atmosphere right in here. Some good playoff basketball, you can say.
Yeah, and the gym is packed. I mean, I think the Eunice side over here is probably more packed than the JAL side. Something I've noticed the last several years as Emmy started coaching, a lot of the JAL folks have started sitting over here behind the bench of the JAL side. So you end up, I mean, they've got a good crowd over here on this side, not to mention the crowd on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, it's a battle of the South, I guess you can say.
Yep.
Especially this year with Eunice competing with them hand-to-hand, so.
Yeah, so they are introducing the JAL Panthers as we speak, getting ready to get going here. And I don't know who our coaching staff looking for somebody, I'm assuming.
Maybe we'll go talk to one of the parents. So, a little nervous, you?
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting game.
It's going to be a fast-paced game, man.
Whichever team can deal with the nerves the best is going to be the team that, you know, these two teams have played twice. They played in Dexter, and Eunice won, I believe, by single point. It was a heck of a ball game, and they didn't lead until right at the end.
Right at the end, correct.
And then they played in JAL, and Eunice led the whole game until about midway through the fourth. And JAL changed their offense, as I mentioned earlier. Eunice was running a man-to-man defense. They would run through a little series of plays. They would kick it to the corner to Alex Xavier Carrion and clear everybody out to the other side. And then he would back it from the corner to the block and just use his muscle to push all the way down there to get him on the block. And once he did, if they sent the double, he dumped it to Juarez, who laid it in. If they didn't send the double, he just used the strength to turn around and muscle it up and score.
And that's what I mean. We have to adjust on the defensive side and the offensive side. If we can adjust that or come up with a game plan to keep that in check or under control, we'll be in good shape.
And Juarez is the last one they just introduced, Gabriel Juarez. And as I the last time, so we'll see. We'll see what the Cardinals have in store for the Panthers here today. As we've mentioned, this is going to be a game of who can control emotions, number one, and what coaches can make adjustments. When you have two teams as evenly matched up as these teams, it's going to be a game of adjustments and plan and all that sort of stuff. So here we go. Let me give you this.
Oh, yeah, I might need that.
The JAL Police Department's already up in the bleachers on the Eunice side over there talking to people, so.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, they're on the Eunice side up there in the middle of the bleachers talking to the Eunice, looks like the Eunice School Administration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lock them up. Lock them up.
All right, now we're trying to get something going at the scores. They're talking about
we
something.
can't find the basketball.
Oh, it's over here. I got it.
Oh, they're
Charlie.
checking the row.
Herschel's got the ball.
They're checking the players' names.
Oh, the rosters?
The rosters.
If they need mine, I can lend it.
I was going to say that, but never mind. Like, the police officer's laying down with 3 people. No, I'm joking.
Perp walking them.
Yeah, I don't know
good.
what's happening now. Both teams are out there on the court ready. And now there's a discussion at the scorer's table. And now
they're going to get together. Now they got to get together and talk about it.
Uh-oh.
I believe somebody's going to get a tech, and I believe it's going to be JAL. So they're looking around. I wonder what they're doing.
I don't know.
Well, we have a little bit of time. Give a shout out to our sponsors real quick.
Maybe they have a jump ball sponsors.
Probably Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Record and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTA Service and Rentals, and Parker Energy Service. There is a large discussion going on here. They're pointing all sorts of directions, right, Mr. Jones?
I don't know what's going on.
We're looking for an exit or something because this is another delay on the game. The players are on the court. They're all excited.
I mean, shoot, I was excited. Now I'm not thinking that.
At my age, I can't be doing that. I have a heart attack.
That's right.
Blood going up, blood going down.
Well, I take them baby aspirin every day, so it helps
man.
my blood because if not, I might have like a stroke or something. Who knows? All right, so here we go. Looks like all of that to do nothing, and here we go with the jump ball. It gets knocked around. Both players were up there high together, but Jow ends up with it on the muscle. And so here goes Jow with the ball. They're going to hand off to Cervantes. He's going to dribble all the way into the corner.
And who they hand it off to? You got a mismatch on. They got Kevin on them.
I was going to say, and then it looked like Eunice might have went to a zone once the ball got there. And then the rebound and the putback by Juarez.
It was partially blocked by the younger Gomez.
So that'll give Jow the ball on the baseline, looking to throw it in. This little youngster behind me shakes my whole brains every time he kicks the bleacher behind me. Making my teeth rattle. All right.
As long as they don't fall out.
So here comes Carry On through the middle. He throws up a shot. It won't go. Gomez just got creamed.
A lot of
call.
contact.
And here comes Eunice. They get it into the corner to
You'll
Garcia. They're going to call him for trouble.
Oh. Eunice had numbers, and they were trying to push, but Jai recovered too fast as Kevin tried to move his feet too fast there.
The Eunice faithful didn't like the call. The Jow faithful, of course, loves it.
It's going to be one of them games, boss.
So here comes Jow. That's Cervantes going to bring it across the timeline. He's looking to Juarez. Ball gets deflected around, but ends up back in the hands of Juarez after it went through a couple of Eunice hands. And now they're going to reset. Cervantes over to Carry On. Carry On comes off the screen from Juarez, then hands it back to Cervantes. Cervantes over to Lujan. Lujan's thought about dribble taken, and then he pulls back out. Looks like Eunice has went to like a matchup zone at this point. They're matching up with them, or maybe what some people might call like a pack line defense. And Lujan going to attack through the middle, kicks it off to Juarez. His shot is no good. Luis Gomez had the rebound and then had it knocked away.
That is twice. Eunice needs to take care of that ball, grab it with some authority, because they're letting him play underneath. You got to be strong, Eunice.
So it's going to be Eunice Basketball on the baseline. Coach McBee calling out the play. It's loud in here.
Very loud.
So Garcia, almost traveled again, gets it over to Blevins. Blevins thought about the three. Now he's going to take off the dribble, kicks it back over to Gomez. Gomez with the mid-range, and he drops it in for two. That is Jorge Gomez. He had the Billy Blevins on the assist. Here comes Jow back the other way. Carry On the left side, hands it over to Cervantes. Cervantes skips it cross court, almost stolen away by Garcia. But the other Cervantes comes away with it. Now they've got the ball in the hands, and see, there he goes with the back down, but Eunice is rotating into like a pack line, and they get the rebound. That's Luis Gomez. That's his second rebound, and here comes Garcia trying to slow it up. Drops it down low to Gomez, out to Brother Gomez. Brother Gomez on the step-through attack. His shot is short. Ashton Thompson with a big high rebound. The step back by Blevins, and then he throws it over to Garcia. Now they're going to reset. They get it to Gomez. He's going to hand it off to Garcia, and as Garcia was attacking, they call the foul.
I like that call. Garcia had him beat. That young man had a foul, and if not, it was 2 easy points for the Eunice Cardinals.
So that foul will be on the floor. They call that on number 2. That's Nolbert Cervantes. That'll be his first foul. Garcia's pass in was deflected, ends up in the hands of Gomez, almost taken away as it was going to Garcia. Garcia back to Thompson. Thompson kicks it out to Gomez, who's going to shoot for three. His three won't go. He gets his own rebound. His putback rattles around, won't go.
Look at Thompson in there.
Ashton Thompson's rebound and putback won't go. Wow.
Man, that's good.
Yeah, we just missed several point-blank shots. The ball there is deflected. It goes out of bounds.
But I think Billy poked it out of his hand, so it goes out of bounds on Eunice. So it's going to be Zhao's ball underneath her basket.
So Zhao to throw it in. That's Lujan throwing it in. He's looking inside, throws it up top to Cervantes. Cervantes dribbles over to the right, looking over toward the other Cervantes. Big pick by Juarez. It's taken away. Now Ashton Thompson ends up with it, and they're going to call the foul on Jacob Lujan as Ashton Thompson ended up with the rolled around steal.
Good job there. Thompson's gotten a lot of loose balls like that. Taking care of business, grabbing the ball firmly, and taking care of that ball.
That's 2 fouls already on the Panthers here to start this game. And then
you got an official timeout. He's going to tie his shoe. He ran out of his shoe here.
oh, the official's going to
Yeah,
tie his
timeout,
shoe.
yes.
Okay, that's a new one. I thought you was about to say the player needs to tie his shoe, and I looked out there. The only person tying the shoe was the official.
Too
So
fast again
Eunice
for
to
him.
throw it in. Garcia comes across the Panther, steps on his neck, and then he comes over the top. He attacks through, kicks it over to Gomez. Back out to Garcia. Garcia's going to run through the middle, kicks it out to Blevins. Blevins to Gomez to Garcia. Garcia dribbles back out to the right side, and now they're going to reset into the hands of Gomez. He gets it to Thompson.
Short.
Thompson
Oh,
for
money.
three. And Ashton Thompson for three off the Jorge Gomez assist.
Quick catch and shoot. Beautiful job by Thompson there.
Zhao quickly back the other way. Ball's in the hands of Lujan out on the right wing. He dribbles off the Juarez pick, kicks it over to Cervantes into the corner of Carrion, and here's where Carrion likes to
he's
be.
blocked by
Huge
Blevins.
block by Billy Blevins. Billy Blevins throws Alexander
called a
Carrion
foul.
shot all the way up on the wall,
They called
but
it
they're
a
going to
foul.
call the foul on the floor before he left by somebody else.
Oh, no, he called a shooting foul
Well,
But that was all ball.
on 23.
But he called it on somebody else. See, he
They
did. He called it on Luis Gomez, which is not the blocker.
So they gave him continuation or what?
I'm assuming. And so the first free throw goes in. So he'll have a chance at another. That gives Zhao their first points of the ball game. It's 1-5 up on the big board.
And it's 4 minutes, 15 seconds already gone in the first quarter.
Alex Xavier back to the line. His second free throw rattles around. It's going to go in. Zhao's going to get the pressure back. They're not going to pressure here. Garcia brings it across the timeline, comes off the screen from Gomez, kicks it over to Blevins. Blevins comes through on the attack, throws up a shot. It rattles off the back of the rim, won't go. Zhao with the rebound. That was Arroyo. And here comes Zhao. Guarded closely by Billy Blevins. Now Ashton Thompson on Jacob Lujan. They skip the ball over to Arroyo into the hands of Cervantes, and here he goes. That's what he likes to do. He kicks it out to brother Carrion, who drops down to mid-range off his brother's assist.
We got to adjust to that right there. When he starts backing up, you got to flash.
4-5, here's the score. 3:30. They get it over to Gomez way up high. That's not where Gomez usually gets it. Luis with it. He comes off the pick. Gets it over to Thompson. Thompson with the ball. Now he gets the pick called. He's going to cut through the middle. And
They're going to call the offensive foul on
the
Thompson.
offensive foul as Thompson runs into Carrion under the basket.
Man,
The Eunice faithful mad at the world. They didn't like the call. The Zhao faithful love it. 3:15 on the clock. First quarter, 4-5. Eunice leads by 1. Zhao with the ball. They hand it over to Arroyo. He's going to dribble over to the top, and he gives it to Carrion in the corner. And here they, I was going to say they're about to do it. There's a block shot by Blevins. And they're going to call Little Carrion for the push-off down low. They do.
Yep, on an offensive foul.
That's his
I'm telling
first
you,
foul.
these refs are blowing out wheels for keeping this game nice and tight and under control. Beautiful job they're doing right now.
So 3 minutes left in the first. Garcia with the ball. He's going to bring it across the timeline for Eunice. Looking down low, gives it over to Gomez. Gomez dribbles around, then he kicks it back up. Almost thought about throwing it away. Gives it down to brother Gomez, who spins around down low, has the ball knocked away from him. Alexavier Carrion comes away with it, and then they get it to Jacob Lujan over on the right wing. He dribbles up to the top of the key. Big screen there by little Carrion, which ain't very little. And then they kick the ball out to Arroyo, whose three is up, no good. Ashton Thompson with his second rebound of the game. He dribbles across the Panther. It goes back to him. He shoots a shot. It won't go.
Good job. Good job.
That's Jorge Gomez in there ripping a rebound away, and on his putback, he's going to get fouled.
He's fouled by Carrion, right? Number 13, let's see.
Yep, 13.
13?
Is that two?
They ain't put it up on the board yet.
That's his first. All right. So Gomez makes the first free throw. That's 3 points for Jorge Gomez. Jow going to have a sub here. They take Carrion out. 3-2 comes in. That's Brandon Houston.
On those loose balls, Eunice needs to go up there and stay strong and stay big. Get those rebounds.
Gomez second free throw is good.
So that's what I'm talking about, man.
Gomez gets knocked flat.
That's his third time on the floor already.
Well, these aren't little fellas.
No, they're not.
I'm a grown man, and most of them dudes got more man muscle than I got. For sure.
You're an old grown man.
Yeah, but look at them.
Yeah, they're huge, bro. They're huge.
So Houston flips it out over to Arroyo. They give it to Little Carrion in the middle, and now back out to Houston. Houston dribbles through, pitches it over to Cervantes. He's going to attack, kicks it over to Lujan, who's going to take a deep three. It won't go. Battle down low for the rebound, knocked away by Blevins into the hands of Carrion. They give it back to Carrion at the free throw line, and he makes another two. That's his second mid-range jumper of the ball game. Eunice leads 6-7. Eunice brings it across the timeline in the hands of Kevin Garcia. He comes off the pick, and then he gets knocked.
He gets tackled out there. I don't know if it was a flop, but I think it was a full-fledged tackle there.
So that's two on him.
Two, yes, sir.
And there's going to be a timeout? No, there's no timeout.
No,
multiple subs coming. Juarez going to come in. Little Carrion going to head over to the bench.
As we have two kids dodging the camera here.
We've got all those cables plugged into that thing, and they're all right there. I'm like, they kick one of them cables, and we'll lose everything. 1:29 on the clock. 6-7 is the score. Garcia with it.
No.
Almost throws it away. Then it is stolen away by Houston, and here comes Jow. We're getting our offense set up
way
too close
too far,
to half
yes.
court. It needs to be down.
Right,
Jow's forcing that. You got to give their defense credit. Cervantes with the ball out on the right wing. Big screen by Juarez. Dribbles through, reverse pivots to Cervantes, then they kick it over to Houston. I thought he traveled.
I think he did when he
throws
adjusted
up
his
a three.
feet.
It's no good, but Cervantes with the rebound. Kicks it over to Juarez, back to Cervantes. Then they're going to drive through the paint. Ball ends up deflected around, comes into the hands of Lujan, who throws up a floater. It won't go. Ashton Thompson with his third rebound. Gets it to Blevins, cross court. And Blevins going to be fouled by Lujan.
As Blevins broke his ankle, so Lujan just took his hip out there and tripped him over. I believe that's going to be number 2 on him, correct?
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Yes, sir, that's what it says up there. They're taking him out.
So that's his second foul. And so the Jow faithful not liking the call, and now Eunice is going to take a timeout here with the score 6-7, 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Eunice leads by 1.
Shout out to our sponsors, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BT8 Service and Rentals, and Parker Energy Service. Our proud sponsors of tonight's district games. The girls won the first one tonight, and we're hoping the boys win the second one.
Yeah, you can tell that there's some excitement in this gym. It's loud, it's rowdy. We got cheerleaders on both ends screaming and hollering. We got coaches screaming and hollering. We got bodies going to the floor, people going to the free throw line, and it's a 1-point ball game here late in the first quarter.
Yep, and Jow right now, if I'm not mistaken, they're more in foul trouble than Eunice is. So.
Yeah, for sure. It's 6-2 up on the board as far as the score or the fouls go. There's a double pick. They've got Calvillo in the game now. Blevins going to shoot for 3. It goes off the front of the rim, but Gomez with the big rebound, but then he throws it away. That is Jorge Gomez, who had a big rebound and then a turnover. So here comes Jal back the other way, setting up the offense. Cervantes going to attack off the dribble. He throws up a shot, and it is good. That was number 2, Nobert Cervantes, for 2 there. Eunice wasting no time, coming back the other way. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Thompson with the floater, and he drops it in over the top of him. That's 5 points for him. Here comes Jal trying, and there's a travel, but at the end of the first quarter, the score is Eunice 9, Jal 8.
Sponsor, shout out to our sponsors. I apologize, I got involved in the game there. Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, and MR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Record and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, our proud sponsors of tonight's district game as Eunice face the Jal Panthers in.
Points, Jorge Gomez with 4. That equals Eunice's 9. Over on the other end, Nobert Cervantes with 2, Alexavier Carrion with 2, and Jesus Carrion with 4, and that's their 8. So that's kind of where we're at. Ashton Thompson's got 3 rebounds in that first quarter. Luis Gomez with 2, Jorge Gomez with 3. Got a steal for Thompson, a couple of assists, Billy Blevins and Jorge Gomez.
And what I like about Thompson, he's going in there, he's playing big, going up and getting rebounds. Yeah. He did a beautiful job there, and he scored the last points at the end of the quarter there.
So they've still got Calvillo on the floor with Jorge Gomez. Luis Gomez still over on the side. Eunice getting ready to throw it in at half court.
And I like Calvillo because look at the size compared to the other young man.
Yeah, Calvillo's got a little more beef on him, that's for sure. So Garcia brings it across the timeline. He was looking inside for Calvillo. I would guess they're trying to attack some of the beef. And they do get it in there, and there was a reach around, and there's a foul.
And no call on that one.
Yeah, looked like a little body to me, and some reach around down low.
And Calvillo took him straight to the basket.
Yep, that's for sure. So here comes Jal. Eunice, I thought they were in a matchup, but this may be more of just like a pack line defense. They may still be in their man. They're in that pack line style, man. There's Blevins with a big rebound. I thought he got fouled again. Yep. They're definitely letting him play, and here comes Blevins. Blevins crosses over, gives it to Thompson. Thompson kicks it out to Blevins. Thompson now gets it, gives it into Calvillo. Calvillo back to Gomez. Gomez over to Garcia. Garcia drops it into Blevins.
Mismatch, taking Blevins.
Blevins trying to get through. He does. Shot rattles around and goes in. What a shot by Billy Blevins. He had the mismatch. Mouse in the house, as the kids say. And here comes Jal back the other way. Eunice leads 8-11, 6:40 on the clock here in quarter number 2. Cervantes with the ball. Throws it down low to the other Cervantes over to Lujan. Lujan going to back him down. Then he kicks it out to Cervantes, who takes a long 3, and that's Nobert Cervantes. That's his 5th point as he hits the long 3.
Making the score 11-11. We are tied up here in the second quarter.
Garcia with it, looking down low. Oh, man.
Give it to him. It's
Blevins
mismatch.
had him on the block where he needed him, and they didn't give it to him. So here goes Gomez. He's going to beat his man off the dribble. Jorge Gomez had a mismatch of his own. He said, I'll take Houston all day. Give it to me. 11-13. Eunice regains the lead.
Houston had problems there, huh?
Yep. There's a long 3. No good. Jal's going to save it, and that's going to be Eunice ball.
What did you say, Houston? We have a problem?
Houston had a problem there. He got burned, man, big time.
And he comes out. They're going to put Juarez back in for him.
But we still have that mismatch on Thompson.
Yes, I
agree. Even if number 2 covers him, he still towers him, so give him the ball.
I agree. That is that's Yuli Cervantes guarding Thompson.
Look at that.
Blevins. Blevins is pushing 6'3". Calvillo. Oh, man.
And all that contact.
And then Calvillo with the heads-up move throws it off the play.
But that kid is getting mugged on there, dude.
Oh,
no
man.
call.
Yeah, and he probably likes that.
A lot of contact.
Oh, come on, man. You going to blow the whistle out the coach?
They've already told him twice when they went by. They've told him to stay off the floor. So that's that time they stopped and gave them a warning. So we'll have to be careful or they'll end up with a technical.
Look at that.
A nice move by Calvillo.
Look.
Calvillo lays it in for 2.
No look, baby, hook.
Alexavier Carrion with the ball, hands it over to Cervantes. Cervantes trying to get over the top on this little weave offense that they're running. Big screen by Juarez. Eunice jumps the passing lane. They kick it out to Cervantes. His three's up no good, but Juarez with the rebound kicks it over to Carrion, who drops it in for 2. That's 4 points for Alex Xavier. Eunice quickly back the other way.
Take him, Billy. Take him.
Blevins with the ball down to Calvillo. Calvillo thought about the spin move. Now he's going to step through. He throws up one. It won't go. Big battle, and he gets his own rebound. Ends up in the hands of Garcia. Garcia loses it, and it ends up in the hands of Carrion. Lujan over to Cervantes, and now Jal's going to set the offense. Cervantes with it near the top of the key, guarded closely by Blevins. Into the hands of Carrion, who throws it up for 2. That's 6 points for Alex Xavier Carrion, and now it's 15 up. Thompson with the ball. Crosses over, steps back, goes behind his back, crosses over again. Kicks it over to Gomez, whose 3 goes in. Luis Gomez for 3.
Big man steps out and shoots the rock.
Off the Thompson assist, 4:20. It's green time in Colorado. 15-18, Eunice leads by 3. Lujan with the ball, kicks it over to Cervantes. Eunice and Justin switching up top on the weave that Jal's running. Here they come off the pick. Calvillo gonna step over, crossover, steps back. Shot is up, no good. Garcia had the rebound, it gets deflected away. Big battle on the floor. Calvillo shoving. And it's gonna be
jump ball.
A jump ball, and it's gonna go Jal's direction.
This guy has his hand up.
He's calling a foul.
1-3.
They're gonna call Calvillo. So they call Calvillo with the push. I guess the ref was looking at the same thing you were laughing at.
He was the only one that seen it, except for you.
He was at a 3-point stance, and let's get this, he said.
So 15-18, speaking of 3, Eunice leads by 3 points, and the Eunice coaches are screaming and hollering.
1-3.
There's a discussion going on down low, and now Jal to throw it in on the baseline. This is a heck of a ball game so far. Ball gets deflected. It goes off the hands of Jal.
It has to go this way. Now they're going to correct it.
Oh, he changed it.
The Eunice Basketball is up and screaming. The Eunice crowd is going nuts. They are not happy with the call. Jal faithful screaming and hollering, showing their approval of the call. And now
the ball is in the stands. The ball has not been reported. What happened?
The referee turned around and went up into the stands and started pointing at somebody.
This whole section, he just kicked out a whole section.
He's going to
the Eunice crowd.
Half the Eunice crowd.
Oh, man. He just kicked that whole section out.
He's kicking out the whole Eunice crowd up there, and that's a down there arguing with them, and now they've changed their call.
Their athletic director's talking to our athletic director.
Yeah, they didn't like somebody questioning their call, so then they're going to start talking nonsense.
Throw the crowd out.
They were going to throw the principal and the AD out.
Nice.
I thought you were the bad guy, Jones. Well, anyways, the game that has started has resumed here.
So Jal with the ball. That's Lujan over on the right
Thompson almost
side.
got the steal.
Thompson almost with the steal. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, Jal ends up back with it.
Stepped out of bounds. There you go.
To carry on. They're going to call him out of bounds, and it's going to be Eunice Basketball.
The score is 18-15 here in the second quarter. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain.
Well, they got a lot of law enforcement over here now.
Oh, man, they got a ton of cops standing in the Eunice bleachers.
Yeah.
No, but there's not that many of them. We got it.
Hands up, don't shoot, boys.
Garcia with it, gets it over to Blevins. Blevins thought about the NBA 3. Now he's going to step through.
Oh, he'll call it travel. Okay, and that's another toe on the Eunice Cardinals here. Yep. As this game gets tighter and heater and hotter, right? Hotter and heater.
3:27 here in quarter number 2. 15-18 is the score. Jal with the basketball. That's Cervantes trying to dribble all the way over. He does. He gets it to Carry On. Carry On traveled up under the basket. And then the other Carry On.
Travels.
Yes. Twice. He traveled twice.
Yes. He walked to the moon, right?
Yeah. He walked when he first caught it. Then he dribbled back out, and then he traveled again. That was twice that he traveled.
Sorry about that, Ruben. We have real bad connection down here because of the wind. I understand that you're losing us, so bear with us. It's a lot of activity, so we apologize.
And there's nothing we can do about it. It's all dependent on the cell tower, so it's like talking on the cell phone when you lose that signal. It's all we can do.
And he traveled, but we won't call it.
There's a floater by Gomez over the top of both carry-ons, and Jorge Gomez now has 8 points. And here comes Jow back the other way. Eunice leads by 5, 15-20. Lujan dribbles over, hands it off to Carry-On.
Can't do
Big
those moving
screen
screens.
by the other Carry-On, and now they drop it down to Lujan, whose shot is almost blocked, and Thompson comes away with the rebound. He skips it down to Gomez. Gomez back to Thompson. He's going to shoot for 3, and off the front of the rim, Jow with the rebound.
The house would have gone crazy if that would have gone in.
So here comes Jow resetting the offense. That's Cervantes dribbling off the big carry-on, or the little carry-on screen. Jumps through his Lujan over to Carry-On, who gets to the mid-range. His shot is up, no good. Gets knocked over to Garcia with the rebound. Back to Thompson, Eunice ball. Blevins with it now. Almost stolen away. Ends up in the hands. Now Garcia comes through.
I believe that's going to be foul number 2 on Lujan, and he
may be hurt. He's hurt. He gets up.
He's going to walk it off, but
that's some tackle basketball right there. Bro.
That is foul number 3 on
That's
on
3
Lujan.
fouls on Jacob Lujan, but more importantly, he looks hurt. He's
looks like an ankle. He really twisted that ankle.
An ankle or a knee. It's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt here.
Yeah, I sure don't want anybody to get hurt.
Most definitely we do not want
1:57 here remaining in the first half. It's 15-20. Eunice with the lead. The Garcia free throw's no good. Big Carry-On with the rebound. And here comes Jow to reset the offense.
Good job, Thompson.
Thompson jumps out in the passing lane. The Jow faithful wanted a foul. Thompson jumps out again. They kick it over into the corner. A shot is up and no good, and Gomez, that's Jorge Gomez's 4th rebound of the ball game. Calvillo gonna pull for 3.
Oh! Touched everything but the bottom of the net.
If he made that, the Eunice student section would have lost it. Probably the whole group.
We would have lost, not just the student section.
There's a long 3 back the other way by Jow. It's no good. Carry-On with the rebound. Another long 3 up, no good. Blevins in there battling. He gets the rebound and kicks it out.
Thompson gonna pull it for a 3.
Thompson for 3, it won't go. Garcia
over the
back. And that'll put Garcia, I believe, on the free throw line for 1 and 1.
But most importantly, it's a foul on Big 13 for Jow. That's his second foul. Carrion. And once again, we apologize to our listeners. We're having, with this wind, we got 3 lights right now, Coach.
Lights.
It's just that delay with the wind and jumping off towers. Yep. And I believe Jow's having the same problem on their network.
Yeah, they are. I've seen them talking about it down there. Here's the free throw. It's up. It's no good. Oh.
How did he on the floor? How did Kevin end up on the floor?
They call Kevin Garcia for that foul.
But he ended up on the floor.
He was the one on the bottom.
He was a shooter, too. Yep. So that's his first foul.
So here comes Jow to throw it in. Eunice up by 5. 55 seconds remains here in the first half. Carry-On with the ball. Throws the ball over to Arroyo. Arroyo skips it cross court to Cervantes. He thought about the deep 3. Now he's going to attack off the dribble. He drops a beautiful pass over to Alexavier Carry-On, and they put it in for 2.
We got 37 seconds left here in the second quarter. Eunice has the ball.
33 seconds. Eunice with the ball down into Gomez. Gomez going to turn, go right up over the top.
On 13.
Oh, no.
2-3.
Oh, man, they called
2-3 was playing above the rim there, buddy. But that's his first foul.
Wow. It's 17-20. Eunice only leads by 3. As good as a half as we've played. Only up 3. 26 seconds to go. Jow to throw it in. They do. They get it to Nobert Cervantes. He's going to bring it across the timeline. Steps on his own Jow Panther. Then the ball ends up in the hands of Arroyo. He's going to come over the top, almost a steal by Thompson. The ball gets bounced off a couple of feet, ends up back in the hands of Cervantes. They throw it down low to Juarez. He skips a pass into the hands of Gomez. Gomez over to Garcia. Garcia goes up.
And no call on that as he's hit with the body, but the ball goes out of bounds off Zhao.
No blood.
That was a lot of contact with the body, but no foul.
No blood, no foul right there, bro.
So Eunice going to
call a timeout, try to get a last-second play here. Eunice trails 17-20 with 1.6 on the clock. Leads.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, which we should put on standby, Eunice Public School, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Divin Energy, and Cardinal Hardware and Lumber. So after all that chaos running around, the score is 20-17. Eunice leads here. 1.6 seconds left in the half.
We got a heck of a battle going here. 1.6 seconds to go in the half. Eunice's coach McBee calls a timeout so they can draw up a play. And so they're getting ready to see if they can get an opportunity. They're going to get it to Gomez. Gomez going to pull and shoot a three. It's partially blocked. And at the end of the first half, the score is Eunice 20, Zhao 17.
And once again, we apologize to our listeners if we had a little staticky in and out. So
it's cell service, and I know you folks might not quite understand the way it works, but our system runs through the cell towers. And when they're struggling, if you're struggling to talk on your phone, we're struggling to talk on this system. So our apologies. Let's send it back to No Mark Broadcasting. And thank you for listening to our broadcast. We'll be back here in about 5 to 10 minutes for the second half.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Zhao, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lea County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lea County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, Go Eunice Cardinals!
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lea County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lea County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company. leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of UFC. Never mind, not UFC. Although it was almost entertaining, we had a heck of a first half. At the end of the first half, the score was 17-20. Eunice leads by 3 points. In that first half, Jorge Gomez had 8 points. He leads the Cardinals. Ashton Thompson had 5. He also had 4 rebounds. And Gomez had 4 rebounds as well. Also in on the scoring, Calvillo with 2, Blevins with 2, Luis Gomez with 3. He had a deep 3. Over on the other side, Nobert Cervantes with 5, Alexavier Carrion with 2, 4, 6, 8, Jesus Carrion with 4. You know, the only thing that worries me is as much of a great first half battle as that was, the thing that worries me is if you look up here, you got Lujan with no points. You've got Juarez, who had a heck of a game the last time we played him with no points. And so just as a spectator watching the game, Jal did not have a good first half. And I felt like we had a pretty good first half. We're up 3 points.
Of course, Lujan had 3 fouls, too.
Yes, so. I agree. So we'll just have to, we'll see what happens as we move forward.
I agree with you, and what also has me concerned if we didn't exert too much energy the first 2 quarters of the game, because there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of emotions was involved in there.
Yeah,
we almost lost all of our fan base over here too.
I know, now they're
including all of our administrators.
I was fixing to say that was all the school's administration. They were about to throw them all out.
No, they were just.
Oh no, they were throwing them out. And what's funny?
he said get them all out.
Yes, he said get them all out. And then our administration went running down there and started saying, we're the administration, and then they let them stay. But, man, you talk about fun.
It was guilty for association there. That's all that was.
I think we got a board member.
If you say so, sir.
Anyway, so here we go.
Oh, I forgot you're on the board.
Oh, Jal's going to – Garcia ends up with the ball. He gets it over to Thompson, who's going to shoot for 3. It won't go. But, man, that was a good play there by Garcia.
That would have been a great start.
Oh, man.
Steal and start off with a 3-point.
I agree.
Beautiful.
So all of our administration is now spread out amongst the gymnasium. They're not sitting over there in the crowd anymore. They've decided to quit being spectators, and we better go to work before we get tossed. But anyway, they get the ball down to Juarez.
Well,
now it's back out to Cervantes. Eunice did a really good job there of helping. And that's a nice up and under by Cervantes, who lays it in as Garcia went sliding to the floor. It's 19-20.
That Cervantes is keeping Jao in the game.
7-11. It's time for a big gulp.
Blevins,
they fake the handoff. Gomez with a heck of a move there as he faked the handoff to Blevins. Both defenders went with Blevins. Gomez spins around and lays it off the glass.
They've adjusted to that Eunice has. They've seen that throughout the first 2 quarters.
22-19 here, 6:50 on the clock. Jacob Lujan with the ball, gives it over to Alexavier Carrion in the right corner. Now Cervantes, he thought about the deep 3, now he comes off the pick, guarded by Garcia. He spins around, throws up a floater, it won't go. Big battle for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Carrion, who got blocked by the side of the backboard, and that's Gomez with the rebound. Eunice with the ball. Gomez thought about the 3, has it knocked away. Lujan runs through, gets the steal. A step-through shot is no good by Lujan, but Cervantes with the rebound. Almost stolen by Garcia, and now they're going to reset it. They're resetting the offense. They
came
drop
up on the
it down.
backside.
Nice play, and what a block by Luis Gomez.
Nice.
Beautiful job going way up there and hitting that ball.
And Billy Blevins ends up with that rebound off the block.
Deep 3, and he is fouled as he let that ball go.
That'll be 3 shots right there.
So Billy Blevins gets fouled on the 3-pointer, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 3.
Man, he was hit hard, too, on that. I was wondering why that ball came off so awkward out of his hands, but he was hit pretty He's almost unconscious.
Yeah, he got knocked pretty good.
For a loop. For a Fruit Loop.
Yeah, for a Fruit Loop.
Oh, and his first free throw goes off the front of the rim.
A lot of movement around makes me nervous. I don't know about you, but people there, people behind us, people in front of us.
It's like
as Thompson shoots the second one and misses.
I don't think he's ever missed 2 in a row.
I looked over there because they're moving all of our students.
They're moving away from that area to the other one. I don't understand why.
Yeah, that's our principal over there, I guess, moving the kids. I'm not sure why they're all moving, but
so Thompson misses all 3 shots.
Oh man, Blevins.
Blevins, I apologize, Thompson.
So here comes Jow back the other way. The Eunice student section, you'll start seeing them. They're going to come across. They're leaving wherever they were at over there. I'm not sure what happened over there, but they're all leaving and going somewhere else. So Jow with the ball. Juarez now has it. He kicks it out to Cervantes in the corner, whose 3 is up, no good. And Billy Blevins with a heck of a rebound, but he gets undercut and knocked to the floor. Then that shot was partially blocked from Lujan, and Garcia comes away with the rebound, and here comes Eunice. They get it up to Gomez. Gomez back to Garcia. Dribbles up, kicks it over to Thompson. Thompson drops it down to Gomez, and then he's going to run off that pick. Gomez rips through, gets it over to Garcia. Garcia spins around, drops a nice pass, but then Arroyo comes in from behind, and they're going to call a foul on Jow.
Let's see. It's going to be number 2. Push from the back.
That's Nobert Cervantes. I think that's only his second.
Let's see. Yeah, sir, it is. It's only second.
So Eunice to throw it in. They get it into Gomez. He pulls right up over the top of Juarez and drops it in for 2.
Look at that smile on his face. It's priceless, wasn't it?
That's 12 points for Jorge Gomez. Cervantes, Carrion with the ball, drops it into Juarez. Juarez spins around. Blevins comes in, almost tied the ball up. Now Lujan on the attack. He fades away, throws up a pass.
An alley-oop to Juarez.
Yes.
Beautiful job by the Gomez brothers going up there, knocking it out of bounds.
And so in comes little big Carrion. And also coming in is it's not Nobert, Yuli Cervantes. This Jow team's got multiple Cervantes and multiple Carrions. So anyway, Jow throwing it in. They get it in up top. Cervantes comes off the big pick, throws up a shot. It's no good. Billy Blevins with another rebound. Now he gets it over to Thompson. Coach calling for him to set the play. Gomez with a three-pointer in the face of Carrion. Gomez for 3.
He's feeling it too, man.
That's 15 points for Jorge Gomez. 4:10 on the clock here as we're halfway through the third quarter. Carrion with the ball up near the free throw line, kicks it out to Cervantes. Cervantes on the dribble drive attack, has it knocked away from Luis Gomez.
Some of that old school basketball out there.
That's right. The ball goes out of bounds.
They're frustrated with each other, arguing with the same Jow players with each other.
Yep. Yeah, they're shaking their head no and starting to look a little irritated. Eunice leads by 8 here. Jow with the ball up near the top of the key. They drop it into Carrion. He gives a give and go right back to his brother who lays it in for 2. Xavier Carrion now has 10. Jesus with the assist. Eunice quickly back the other way.
Got a mismatch over. Give it to
They're trying Blevins. To get the ball over here. That's the goal of what they're trying to do, but he's wanting to Billy's telling him to get him out of the way. They sneak in somebody from behind him, though. Gomez steals it back, and then they get it over to Garcia. Back to Gomez.
Don't say he walked.
No!
He didn't walk one bit, man. Now you understand and comprehend why everybody's screaming in the stands at that particular item. Oh, we got a full timeout here, and Eunice Cardinals got a full timeout here. We're sitting here in the third quarter. Score is 27-21. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remain here. Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BGA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Record and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Cardinal Hardware and Lumber. Our top sponsors of this great game we're watching tonight, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I love the environment. It's noisy, it's loud. It's a good one, that's for sure. 21-27, This Eunice team at one point had pulled the lead or stretched the lead out to 8 or 9, I believe.
9.
And now it's back down to 6. And so, as you mentioned, I've noticed some of their players kind of arguing with each other, mad at each other. And so maybe that'll play into the hands of the Cardinals. Who knows?
Hopefully it does.
Yeah, frustration can cause all kinds of problems.
And we have a large amount of administration of Eunice and Zhao in our stands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're all over here on this side.
They wouldn't moved all the kids over there so it wouldn't be them in trouble.
So anyway, here we go.
Goodness.
Zhao to throw the ball in. 3:25 remaining in the third. 21-27 is the score. Carrion throws it into Cervantes. Cervantes going to step on the Panther, comes across half court. They jump out there, and the ball gets kicked around, ends up back in the hands of Thompson as he steals it away.
Oh,
And he's
beautiful
going to
job.
go to the rim, and then, Luis Gomez missed the chip shot.
And he called a foul.
It's going to be over the back on Gomez, on Kevin.
Kevin Garcia, they called him for coming in there. Is that 2? That's 2
2.
fouls on
Okay, that's
Kevin.
good.
Man, Luis Gomez blew the gimme right there. He had the chip shot that would have given Eunice the 8-point lead. Unfortunately, here they come. Zhao with the ball. Cervantes. He's going to dribble through the paint. Tries to do a little Euro step. What?
No, he didn't.
Wow.
He's going to take him up. He's going to tee him up. He teed him up, and he's done. That is insane. That was nothing. Kevin Garcia just got a third foul, and they just teed him up. So it makes a total of 5. So we want an explanation as the fans here are screaming.
Yeah, that's a bunch of nonsense.
They're just looking for a reason. My math could have been wrong. They got on the board for 4 fouls.
Yeah,
So we have Lujan shooting the free throw for the technical, and he misses.
And the ball don't lie, baby.
Charlie always says the
The
ball
ball don't
He
lie.
didn't lie on the first one.
Yeah, the bad call. The technical may have been a good call. I don't know, but the foul, the original foul, was the horrible call.
I thought it was a
That's
phantom
horrible
foul.
call.
I seen that Sunday night too, a phantom
Oh,
foul.
yeah. So
he only
Zhao
shot
with the
2.
ball. They'll get to throw it in now, and here they come. Cervantes comes off the pick of Carrion, steps back, shoots a 3, and just like that, you can see the momentum swing on an official's call.
Yeah, exactly.
25-27, Eunice trails by 2. Gomez with it, gets it over to Blevins. Blevins comes off the screen, floats it down, and they're going to call Carrion
Good
for
call.
the block.
But Gomez is a little slow getting up as he ran into Carrion, and he's holding his shoulder.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you, and I'm a Eunice Cardinal fan. I didn't agree with that call either. That should have been a charge, is what that probably should have been.
But that gives number 40 3 fouls.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, Eunice to throw it in. They get it into Gomez. Gomez over to Brother Gomez. Brother Gomez stepping back. They're looking in for Blevins. They try to get it into him. They do it. He would have been in good shape if he'd have just turned around and went up, but he put the ball on the floor and they tied him up.
Yep. And all that chaos, they have number 14 on the court. That's Mata. He has replaced Kevin here in the third quarter. And there's a jump ball. The ball's going to remain on the Eunice side underneath their basket.
So out comes Little Carrion, and in comes Juarez. Eunice to throw the ball in on the baseline. They're struggling to get it in. They do finally get it into Gomez. Gomez trying to look somewhere to go with it.
Help.
He kicks it over to his brother near the top of the key. Brother looking down low. Gets it over to Jorge. Jorge steps back, shoots a little fadeaway. It won't go. Battle for the rebound ends up in the hands of Lujan, and here comes Lujan the other way. Lujan with it, trying to clear out on his side so he can ISO. Here he comes attacking, skip pass over to Cervantes in the corner. That three's no good, but Juarez with the rebound and the putback from Gabriel Juarez. And in the last game, he waited till the fourth quarter and came alive and ended up with about 12 points, I think, in that fourth quarter. And that ties the game.
Yes, sir. I was going to say it ties the game here. In the third quarter with a minute and 50 seconds left. And Kevin Garcia is on the bench with foul trouble. And they're going to sub in the younger Gomez with lefty Calvillo coming in. Shoots and misses and rebounded by Jorge Gomez. Throws it out to Thompson. Thompson makes it up top of the key. Looks around. Oh, he thought about passing.
Ashton skips it cross court to Jorge Gomez. He comes over the free throw line, kicks it out to Blevins, who pulls for three. It rattles off the front of the rim. Gomez almost pulled away with the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Carrion. We've got a tie ball game, 1:20 on the clock here in the third quarter.
That's something we got to watch is the clock, see if they started on time.
They're going to go back to that same play.
Uh-huh.
Here comes the attack, blocked away by Gomez. Here comes Thompson on the push-up. He's going to pull for three, and it goes in. Ashton Thompson for three. Eunice now leads by 3. 1 minute on the clock. Cervantes brings it across for Jal, dribbles over. They're going to run that same play. This time they flash Carrion through. He's trying to get through, gets it out to Cervantes, over to the other Cervantes, who shoots for 3. It won't go. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson almost got run over by his own player, which is Calvillo.
Calvillo will run anybody over.
Drop his shoulder and run to the rim. Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
And they call Carrion.
I think that's 4 on him.
Yes, it is. They said 1-5 or 1-3.
Watching the scoreboard.
That's 3 on him. I thought it was 4.
So that's 3 fouls on Alex Xavier Carrion, 3 on Jesus Carrion, and 3 on Jacob Lujan. Up on the Eunice side, Kevin Garcia has 4 after he picked up 2 at the same time a while ago.
And that ball's flat.
Calvillo's shot wasn't close. So Calvillo will head back to the line for another.
Hey, stay back there.
Sending somebody back. Somebody's got to go back with that young man, and he makes his next one. Jal jumps out of bounds, throws it in, and here we go. 35 seconds on the clock. Eunice leads by 4. The Eunice faithful coming alive here as they started screaming. They skip it over into the corner to Alex Xavier Carrion. This is what, and there comes that. You know, McBee has made a great adjustment.
Yes,
I give credit where credit is due. Every time they go to that, we're sending a double and triple over there, and that is a great adjustment by Coach McBee. Ball ends up in the hands of Lujan at the top of the key, and he shoots for 3. That's his first regular bucket of the game. 4 seconds to go. Thompson.
Oh, hits the net on top of that. That looks so beautiful going in.
And so at the end of 3 quarters, we still got a barn burner, folks. It's Eunice 31, Jal 30.
Shout out to our sponsors, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Service and Rentals, Parker Energy Service, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Renters, Devon Energy, and Carno Hardware and Lumber, our proud sponsors of tonight's district game, boys and girls.
We've got a barn burner, folks. Man, it's a heck of a ball game here. 30-31. We've got technical fouls. We've got roughhousing. We've got some great shots being made, some great defensive plays. We've got a
extra
great
security
crowd. We've got lots of security.
We got police
lots
everywhere.
Of police.
I never felt so safe in my life.
Telling you.
Yeah, so lots of administration, too. Even the ones that almost got kicked out earlier, they're still here.
There's a whole bunch of them.
You got Forge of Jal over here protecting their players. You see that over there? And it's just like, come on, man.
It is a great, I love this
atmosphere,
kind of environment. Yes. And I know that sometimes in an environment like this, you end up with people losing their tempers, whatever. But I love this environment. And it's like the officials, I don't think, at least up to this point, I don't think they're doing anything derogatory one way or the other or leaning one way or the other. They've just made some calls I don't agree with, and in a game like this, you say, hey, I don't agree with that call. And it is what it is.
And that's pretty much you all year.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
if nothing's changing tonight, why should it?
That's right. So here we go, getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Jow with the ball. They throw it into Lujan. He steps on the Panther eye, comes across the middle. Looking. He's pressured by Thompson. Thompson up there pressuring. He crosses over now, steps back, and then he traveled. Yes.
A beautiful job by Thompson, taking that challenge and meeting that challenge. Beautiful job by him.
So Eunice with the ball. Thompson brings it across the Panther, steps in their eye. A little double high pick. Now he's going to pop out. Gets it over to Calvillo. Calvillo thought about the three, pump fakes, steps through. Now he's going to step through, and he gets his own rebound.
And
then he's going to get fouled, and that should be 4.
That young man, he creates and forces the score, but he always picks up his own mess.
Yeah, Calvillo's, he's fun to watch. He looks like a football player, which is what he is, out there playing basketball. But he does some really neat stuff and creates a lot of problems for other teams.
And he shoots like Shaq. But we're going to work on that, bud. We're going to work on that.
Got to work on it.
We're going to work on that. But he did his job, gave that young man number 13 foul number 4 early in the fourth quarter.
Yes. And so he'll go back to the line. And I will tell you, he makes the second one. What happened?
I have no idea.
Did they wave it off? I looked down.
Should be 32.
Yeah, they waved it off. They didn't count it.
On the shooter, I believe.
So anyway, Jow with the basketball. They dribble over to this right side. Try to come off the pick. That's Cervantes. He drops it down to Juarez. And Juarez is going to lay it in for 2. That's Gabriel Juarez. That's his 4th point of the ball game. And Jow takes the first lead for a long time. It's 32-31. Thompson with the ball. Gets it down to Gomez. Gomez out to Calvillo. Calvillo steps through. I thought he got fouled again. No call. They're trying to swing it back to the other side.
We got to do it quicker if we're going to swing it.
They get it over to Calvillo. They're trying to get the ball into Gomez. Calvillo's like, I'll go to the hole. He throws up a shot. It won't go. He gets the rebound and the putback, throws up another one. Then Calvillo's going to go to the free throw line again.
If I was the coach, after this game, I'd go to the gym and shoot 100 free throws, son. Because that kid's always.
They call that one on Juarez. That's his first.
He's real nifty. Being left-handed, takes a couple extra steps, but nobody sees him.
His first free throw's up, and it's no good.
Come on, Shaq. We need him.
31-32. Eunice trails by 1. 6:40 on the clock. Calvillo at the free throw line misses the first, and now his second is up, and it goes in.
32-32 here.
So it's a tie ball game with 6:35 on the clock. Jow with the ball. They give it to Houston. Houston to Cervantes. Cervantes to the other Cervantes, and he's going to reset them. Here comes the pick from Juarez. He takes a deep 3. It won't go. Big rebound and put back by Gabriel Juarez. I mentioned he came alive in the fourth quarter in the last game.
I know you mentioned it. I know you did. Man.
Jow up by 2. In the last game, Jow didn't lead until about this point in the game. Eunice led the whole time, and that young man took over in the last one. They get it into Gomez. Gomez over to Mata. Mata for 3. It won't go. Blevins in there high for the rebound. He goes up, and they're going to call the foul.
On Houston, I believe. Oh, they're saying it's on the floor.
On the floor.
32. So it's Houston. 1-1?
They're saying it's 1-1. So, that's 7 fouls. So, yeah, that'll send him to the line for 1-1. 34-32. Billy Blevins now goes to the line. This young man's missed 3 free throws today, and he usually don't miss free throws. So maybe I'll re-jinx him on the opposite. There he goes. He made that one. So Eunice 33, Jow 34.
I gave him an extra point.
And Blevins will get an opportunity to go back to the line. Here he is for the next. The next one is in there. That looked like two smooth Billy Blevins free throws there.
Yes, it did.
And we've got a tie ball game, 34 apiece. Jow with the ball. Dribbles over to the right side, right in front of the coach and their bench. Cervantes thought about the step back. He had a good open shot. Luan going to take the three. It won't go. Thompson with the rebound, and he's going to turn and burn. Kicks it up to Blevins. Blevins going to pull for three. Oh, it don't go. Big rebound by Wattis. Then they're going to call Thompson with the reach in at the end. I think that's his second.
Yes, sir, it is. That's a smart foul. That wouldn't start the breakaway. There's only fifth foul on the team, so we're in good shape on that aspect of it, Jones.
Cervantes with the ball. Brings it across the timeline. Tie ball game. Guarded closely by Mata. Gonna hand it over to Lujan. Mata now switches and jumps out on him. I have to say either a foul or a push or a something, no call. Lujan comes through, throws one up in traffic, and it's good. That is point number 6 for Lujan.
Gomez misses a gimme shot, but he had a little contact. Man, I wish we could dunk it. That would be nice.
Yep. Under 5 minutes to go. It's a 2-point ball game. Jow has the ball back. Houston with it up high. Thompson tries to shoot through for the steal, and they get it back to Cervantes. Gomez with him out high. He pump fakes, throws one up. It won't go. Big Houston comes through with the rebound, and they're going to reset as the ball's now in Lujan's hands. Lujan hands off to Cervantes. He dribbles through, kicks it over to the other Cervantes. He crosses over, attacks through the paint.
Who's that going to be on? Thompson? No,
23 or 32. They call it on Luis, and he's smiling like, yeah, I did it, so I'll say he did it.
Just because he smiles
we'll see what the ball says.
So that's three fouls for him, according to the board.
Yeah, because you just put 2 hash marks right there.
Yeah, because I didn't have that many on
and you're pretty accurate.
And that's Norbert Cervantes makes that one, so he's now got 11 points. He'll have a shot at another. His next one goes in. That's 12 points for Norbert Cervantes. It's a 4-point ball game. This game is mirroring the last game for the Cardinals. We got to get things going again here. Thompson comes up short on that one. Mata with the rebound. Blevins with it. Pump fakes, kicks it over to Gomez. Gomez pulls for 3. It was long, way high, and the Cardinals have went cold here as Jow has the rebound, and here they come.
So when you call a timeout, made basket or missed basket back, that way you can put Kevin in the game, which is at the scorer desk right now.
Spin move taken away by Luis Gomez.
Push, Mata.
Gets it over to Horan. I think he traveled, but no call, but then he missed the shot. Then on the putback, has it taken away.
That's 2 he's missed so close.
And Zhao's going to take a timeout with 3:41 remaining in this ball game. It's a 4-point ball game, 38-34.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Devon Energy, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, our proud sponsor of tonight's game. Boys and girls, which the girls won earlier this evening convincingly. Had a great game.
Yeah, for sure. And so, man, Eunice has been in control of this game most of the game. They were up, I believe, 8 or 9 when we had that double foul, the foul, and then the technical foul, and quickly the momentum shifted the other direction. And agree, disagree, whatever with the call, the reality of the matter is ever since that call, Eunice has went cold and Zhao's been on the run. Yeah. They're up 4 now after being down 8 or 9 at the time of that call.
I believe Kevin's going to come in after this timeout. So Zhao is going to have the ball underneath the basketball over here on the side.
I don't know.
Okay. But like you said at the beginning of the game, key points were you got to keep your composure.
Yeah, for sure. In this kind of hyped
crucial
environment.
district game as well.
So 3:41 on the clock. Eunice lead or trails by 4. Zhao with the ball. I'd be surprised if Zhao don't start running clock.
If it gets to the 2 minutes, I bet they do.
Cervantes with the ball, throws it to Houston. Houston going to jab and go.
Wow.
He throws up a floater off the glass. Brandon Houston for 2. The Jow faithful goes nuts. Jow up 6 now. Garcia with the ball, trying to get something going. Drops it over to Gomez. Jorge squares up, he's looking. He's going to spin through, kicks it over to Luis. Luis on the dribble drive, kicks it back to Blevins, who shoots for 3, and it's short off the rim, but Thompson with the rebound. Thompson steps back, gives it to Luis, who shoots for 3. It won't go. And then a big rebound by Gabriel Juarez, and Coach Lujan is telling him to slow it down.
Yep.
Jacob Lujan dribbles it across the timeline. Eunice trails 40-34. Lujan with the crossover between his legs and then back through. Now he shoots the step back.
I think he fell on his own, right? Or they say he bumped him with his legs.
They're going to say he got him with his legs. I don't quite agree with that one either. And the Eunice faithful are heading for the exit, some of them. I've seen several. Getting up and getting out of here. Eunice trails by 6, 2:38 to go. The Eunice coach and the officials over having a lengthy discussion.
Wasn't a good foul.
Jacob Lujan misses the first one.
Tell the story is when that, like you said earlier, that once we got that technical, we went cold.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely took the wind out of the sails. Lujan makes the next one. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 points for Lujan. Got some substitutions. Alexavier Carrion comes back in. He's got 4 fouls. Houston, who did a good job in his short time in the game, comes out. Lujan back to the free throw line, and he makes the next one.
He made 2 of 3, making the score 42-34. They lead.
It's an 8-point ball game now. After one heck of a close game the whole way, it's now up to 8. Garcia dribbles over to the left side, gets it down to Gomez. Gomez thought about going to Blevins and throws up a floater, and it's going to go in. Jorge Gomez with 17 points. It's a 6-point ball game. Jow with the ball. Blevins coming in from behind. They get the steal. Thompson does. And here goes Thompson. They get it to Blevins. Blevins for 3. Oh!
In and out, but rebound by Eunice.
Oh, Eunice. 2 guys were fighting over the ball. That was 2 Eunice guys that had it. Wow, that ball went all the way in and then came all the way out. And Jow with the ball. They skip it cross court.
But Jow wisely calls a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout here.
That ball was flying through the air when that timeout was called.
Correct.
Nobody even had possession of it.
I agree with you 100%.
All right, so 154.
But they gave it to him. They're trying to land a plane or something back there?
Yes. So, well, what I was laughing at was even Mr. Lujan next door, Amy's dad, was saying they shouldn't have given that timeout. He's sitting right here beside us.
And he's watched a lot of basketball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably more than me.
So shout out to our sponsors real quick, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BCH Service and Rentals, Parker Energy Service, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Cardinal Hardware and Lumber.
So we got an entertaining one here for sure. 154 to go. It's going to be Jow basketball.
Underneath their basket all the way on the side. And they got all the big guns in, too, in the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Cervantes with the ball. Coach Lujan trying to clear him out, trying to get him to attack. They thought about the double, and then they throw up a shot. It won't go, but Juarez comes through with the putback. I mentioned it in pregame. I mentioned it at half. I mentioned it to start this quarter. He's got 8 points, most of which in this quarter. Blevins with the ball. Blevins gets through, kicks it over to Garcia. Garcia swings one across, ends up back in the hands of Blevins. Blevins going to pull for 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Juarez comes away with the rebound. He's going to give it to Lujan.
Oh, Lujan wisely pulled it back.
So Eunice trying to create a little pressure. They drop it down to Carrion. Carrion's shot goes in. That's 12 points for him. And Jow leads by 10 with a minute to go.
And there's a lot of rebounds back and forth from Kevin and number 2, Cervantes. Came up with the rebound, a tie ball, and they both hit the ground. But the ball's going to stay on the Eunice side, but the score is 46-36. Jal leads now with a good size lead here.
And once again, Eunice fans heading for the exits. Eunice throws it in.
And no call there.
Blevins got hammered over there and no call again. You got to make those calls or you'll end up with a scramble here at the end of the game that you won't like.
Yep, I think what happened in Roswell the other day, right?
Yes.
That was horrible.
Yep.
And they canceled their game. So they had a timeout. You just called a timeout, correct?
Yeah, they got a timeout on the floor. And anyway, that's what we've got. We got a timeout. Eunice trails by 10 here. 53 seconds remaining in the game.
Shout out to, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that call earlier is, and that is the shift in momentum for sure. Now, like I said, agree or disagree with the call, right, wrong, and different. That was the turning point in this ball game. Eunice up 6-8, whatever they were up at the time, and it changed the whole,
Yes, it does, because you had to put Kevin on the bench.
Yes.
The whole momentum, even when they started throwing people out of the stands, it's just.
Well, that was in the first
quarter. They the same guy too.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. It was the same. Yeah, you're right. So Thompson with the ball out on the right wing. Jal comes away with the rebound. That's Alexander Carrion. They throw it all the way down the floor, and then the ball's going to go out of bounds.
That's the first time I see somebody talk back to that coach.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised myself.
30 seconds to go here in the game. Thompson attacks, kicks it over to Gomez. Gomez for 3. His 3 won't go, and like I said, we've just went cold. Alexander Carrion with a big rebound. And Jal's going to slow it down now and try to run some clock as Eunice is trying to pressure. And there's a timeout on the floor by the Jal Panthers with 15 seconds remaining in this game. Eunice trails by 10.
Shout out to
I was just going to say, it don't look good.
No, it don't look good at all. Shout out to our sponsors, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Bumping Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, and Redbird Gas. Other sponsors of tonight's district games between the girls and the boys, Jal and Eunice.
Yeah, so anyway, we're with 15 seconds to go, unless we got a 10-point play that we can drop over there.
A 3-on-3 league?
Yeah, maybe they could shoot it from the Panther. If it goes in, we get 10, then we might be in business. Otherwise, I think we're in trouble.
Yes, I concur. Unfortunately, the Cardinals played a great game, all 3 quarters. And like you said, I mean, that fourth quarter kind of.
Yeah, just the wheels fell off. So I would guess Eunice will just, they would just let them run the clock here, but maybe I think they'll back off now and let them run the clock. They will. All right, so with that said, we're going to, looks like run some clock here. Jorge Gomez with 17 points. Maybe not. Yeah, we are.
Yep.
All right, that's the end of the ball game. At the end of the ball game, it's Jal 46. Eunice 36. Quick rundown of the scores. Jorge Gomez with 17, 6 rebounds.
I hate that right there when you wave like that. That's the same kid that took those
Billy
off.
Blevins with 4. Ashton Thompson with 7. This is rebounds. Over on the other side, let's see here. Jacob Lujan with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nobert Cervantes, 3. Let's see, it's 12. Alexavier Carrion with 12. Gabriel Juarez with 8. And so that's kind of the story. This ball game, Eunice come up a little shy. Any thoughts, Rosendo?
Eunice played, like I said earlier, great 3 quarters. Just on that fourth quarter, we kind of got it out of our hands emotionally. I guess you can say that, or the ref changed it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. The ladies won tonight, so it's good for them.
Absolutely. So we split here as far as the girls-boys game. Eunice gets the win in the girls' game. Jow gets the win in the boys' game. As I mentioned in my little pregame run in this particular matchup, you know, for Eunice, the negative is that's going to make it really tough for them to get into that top 6, 8.
To get a home game.
Maybe they still have a chance, depending on the situation, to get into that top 8, get a home game. It's going to be close. It's going to make it rough for sure. An uphill battle. For Jow, that sets them in good shape, and I would guess they've got a chance, depending on the district tournament, they've got a chance to end up with a top 5 or 6, maybe even top 4 seed. And so, anyway, with that said, any thoughts before we close out?
Y'all be safe going home, and we'll be ready for Loving this week, right?
Okay. Yep. For Charlie Fairbrush, Rosendo Caballero, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Good night.
Good night,
everybody.